So just a brief introduction this time, as we have starting the session with a bit of a recap. So, last session we had it started off with our barbarian with the spider slippers being absorbed into his body and him going and attacking our little halfling friend, almost killing him. Was that the start of that session or was it later? I think.
Was it that session or the one before?
Might have been the one before.
That was the session before.
Okay. So, that was the session before. This one started with... That's right, it started with people teleporting into the room to find out what had happened. So we had Dr. Dark being very bored and trying to play with things. You had people teleport into the room and investigate and eventually find their way there after almost locking them in. And then they got into a room and Dr. Dark said he would have no problems being able to pick the lock on some books and managed to inject himself with something from one of the books and his hand started to turn black. So jumping to the rescue, Nasty Stomp decided to give Dr. Dark a stomp and save his life. So you stumped him and saved his life after knocking him down and beating him up a little bit first. So he woke up this hand. After that, also fried the hand because it started to get up and walk around. So yes, the hand had turned into an undead creature at that stage. Not learning his lesson, he decided to use his other hand to open another book. And then his hand started to turn green, so they cut his other hand off. Unbeknownst to the everyone else, but Dimitri, who had figured it out, it was a prestidigitation to turn the person green who touched it. So Dimitri was congratulating them on saving his life yet again.
Absolutely.
And so Raya at this stage decided, because Dr. Dark had been a little down, he'd give him a bit of a mental boost and basically made him feel like he was on top of the world. So at this point, the handless halfling...
No. Before that went any further, Raya then discovered that the ring that he's been wearing that is invisible is actually a key to the books, and went around opening a whole bunch of the books to make sure, because he didn't believe it, and he's like, I don't know why this opened, and then went around and opened 15 books, so 17 in total, including the 2 that were opened by Dr. Dark. And we then read some of the books and discovered that the locks all held demons that we've now released. So in the midst of us discovering that and trying to work out what to do about it, that's when Martin's next bit of the story picks up.
Okay, so taking the incentive and the rush of goodwill from Raya, Dr. Dark then chose to rush down the stairs, set a trap off, slide down the stairs, knock himself out, and then have his feet separated from his body by the trap.
And then changed his sheet to quarterling.
So he'd technically been had both his hands and his feet severed.
Oh.
But hey, he didn't die in vain. Dimitri admitted that he was wrong. Because Dimitri said he couldn't possibly make the same mistake 3 times.
He didn't. He made a different mistake the 3rd time.
Oh, okay, so Dimitri wasn't wrong. That's right then.
Yep.
I take it back. I was mistaken. I wasn't wrong.
Dimitri's rarely wrong, especially when you can twist the facts to mean anything. He's good at that.
Yeah, I wouldn't guess that.
That rogue level helps. So
we had a dead quarterling and we managed to bypass the trap, the rest of us.
Yep.
And it led into a room that had a sarcophagus at the end. And when we opened the sarcophagus, it had Bradshaw inside.
With the dagger.
With the dagger. And when we pulled the dagger out, Bradshaw woke up.
Oh.
And then, because of that, Nasty Stump decided that maybe that meant he could resurrect Dr. Dark, so he stabbed Dr. Dark, and then the dagger and Dr. Dark both appeared in the sarcophagus. They teleported to the sarcophagus, which is probably what happened to Bradshaw. And lo and behold, Dr. Dark could not be woken up.
I did stab several times to be sure.
He certainly did.
And at this stage, Wyoming's not responding to Bradshaw, even though Bradshaw would really like to get the hammer. That hammer's happy where it is.
That'll be sorted later.
The hammer got tired of being thrown away.
The hammer will learn its lesson very soon.
Excuse me, it is a throwing hammer.
Thank
You
you.
know, but the point was that even being a throwing hammer, Bradshaw's still able to throw it away.
Yes, that's part of what a hammer does. You throw it at things and hit things and kill things. You guys can hear me okay, I suppose?
We can hear you
Sure
perfectly
can.
fine.
Yes.
Cool. Just getting the new headset working, that's all.
So we'll now get people to introduce themselves and their characters. We started with the recap first while we're letting Mark catch up.
Thank you.
I'm going down in order of names up on my Skype list. So we've got David.
Hello, I am David. I play Plum, who is an Ethengarian barbarian who's awfully fond of riding horses and stealing other people's sentient magical hammers.
Yes, sir, for a couple sessions.
The next person up is Emerus.
Hi, I'm playing Nasty Stump, famed hand surgeon. I am a human fighter wannabe, but my stumps are currently broken, so everyone's kind of realised that I'm actually a halfling fighter. And I'm actually feeling pretty chipper at the moment, because even though I'm short again, I'm realising that maybe I have a career in medicine.
Not hard to do, apparently. Next up we have Grace.
I am playing Little Miss. She is a 4'8" human that currently looks part dwarf. She is albino and generally a fairly chaotic kind of person. Kind of goes with the flow a bit, but she's struggling with that a little bit with this whole becoming a dwarf thing.
Yeah, who'd ever want to do that? That sounds like it's crazy stuff.
And she is not a wizard, she is a sorcerer.
Is that like she's not the goddess in another game?
No, it's much more certain than that.
It's all magic, it's all the
So you
same.
admit that the goddess is uncertain.
Well, me as a player does. Iomi doesn't. Yeah.
And totally not a wizard, I'm sure. And next up we have is Jeremy.
Yes, greetings. Yes, playing Dimitri. Again, someone who is not a wizard because he's a sage or a scribe for the support around town and things like that. Apparently, there are some stories that have been growing up around his exploits throughout Karameikos, but that's obviously nothing to do with him. And I say, always willing to lend a helping hand or some useful advice to anyone that needs it.
Where were your helping hands for Dr. Dark?
I said the useful advice part.
He also did say Dr. Dark shouldn't try to touch things he doesn't understand, and Dr. Dark ignored him.
Martin, don't encourage him. You don't need to encourage him anymore. Thank you.
It was pointed out by Jeremy last session.
But no one listens to Jeremy. No one knows this by now.
Okay, and with that, we have Mark.
I'm playing the great and the one and only Bradshaw, legend, in his mind and any other minds. Boyfriend of the Master Assassin Halfling, and whose brother is somebody who's killed last session, which will be discussed about this session. But yeah,
Mark's forgotten.
No. Everyone's will find out later. Anyway, so basically, Bradshaw is back alive now, and he's willing to negotiate deals with a certain barbarian about how we want to discuss I'll swap a one-handed warhammer, 1+1 warhammer with a well, or something like that. So we'll have discussions this session with barbarians. But the Basham team is back again, 2 barbarians and more, so all excited.
And then up next is Martin.
Oh, g'day, I'm Martin. I'm playing a character called Chum. Chum's working hard in the adventuring party, hoping to save a lot of money. He hasn't done very well at that. He also wants to change his career into being a wizard, and is trying to apprentice himself to one of the many wizards in the party.
He may have heard of Galantry, which has the great school of wizardry in the region. It's supposed to be the premier magic school. Maybe you should go there next.
That's right, but he does enjoy being with the party mostly. He's practicing by recording all the crimes committed. He's not sure what to do with that information, but thinks it might be useful at some point.
Well, hey, I'm sure it is a badge of renown to note all the crimes someone has committed and still not being accused of.
Okay.
Okay, next up we have Stefan with Raya, who is absent. And I have, at a request, have Handy up there for Dr. Dark. And we may have the cat in the background at some point, as he will announce himself when he decides to. He does that on occasion.
Oh, he is an apex predator.
Well, it's more like I'm giving you attention now.
Yeah.
Okay, so I shall show you a map of where you are, if I can find the map. There's the map. There's the camera. Oh, that will do. You started in that room. If you can see that.
Yep.
And
That was along with pillars.
that's the one with all the statues. Then that's the one that had the succubus in a bottle that someone opened. Then you went into the library. That was where you had the books that killed people.
Yep.
And then you ended up down in the room with the sarcophagus and the statues. And you were just about to head into the next room.
Which Dimitri had obviously found for everyone and spotted and then activated by tapping the
Correct sequence?
the tile in the ceiling. So.
Okay.
Martin, you're almost off camera.
Yeah, it's one of those things of I try to get it to work and then it goes, no, I really want to be that direction. So the entryway to this room is up the wall.
Oh, that's right. There was a pressure plate and there was like a
18 feet off the
secret door
ground.
that opens. Yeah.
Hey, Bradshaw would just like to say, can we have a rest for a second? I've been stuck in the sarcophagus with a hat and dagger in my head for a while. Can we have a short rest for a second? While we...
You've been resting all this time, haven't you?
No, not really. And I kind of just woke up sudden out of a kind of like a what they call a coma. I've never had that one before, but yeah. So I'm kind of not quite with it at the moment. I don't even want to drink beer. That's what really worries me at the moment. So
It's like it's a hangover without the beer.
Coma sounds like nap for sissies.
we'll have words later, sir. Anyway,
You've just spent like a whole bunch of time laying down. Is that what you want to do?
I'm just going to sit down and start resting. I can't bother answering other people answer, so I'm sitting down and resting. You guys can do whatever. So.
Do you start snoring?
Hang on 1 second. I can do that actually. Du-du-du-du-du. Hear that one? Yeah. Got a soundboard going.
Okay, so while the dwarf is resting, what would everyone else like to do?
I'll also rest. My hands are very used, and I want to make sure that they're fresh for the next day of... Was it 23 demons that you guys released? So there's a lot of hands for me to chop off.
17, only 17.
I believe it was 23.
Plus, did you keep the hands you had severed, so you've got a spare set in case yours wear out?
No, I let it go. It got exploded.
What about the one you got?
Oh, my metal hand?
Yeah, the green hand.
No.
The green one. No, that got frozen.
Yeah.
Right. I just took back my metal hand because, he's dead, he didn't need it.
What about the feet?
I threw them.
That's right, you did.
Yeah, I don't think I kept any feet. I think they're just laying around the place.
So you're 2 feet short.
I'm always 2 feet short. That's the problem.
That's harsh, man.
I couldn't help it. He was there when the feet came off, and he did pick them up. And he did do that big no. So yes, there was a soulful no that you missed last session, David.
Aww. Was it slightly mechanically augmented, and was it one of the standpoint shitty moments of that particular event? Did it ruin an entire 9-movie series?
No.
I guess it was 6 at the time.
Not quite that bad.
Just kill character.
Fair enough.
Were you talking about a Darth Vader realizing that his love of his life is dead, or the
Yes.
Luke Skywalker learning that Darth Vader was his father?
No, Darth.
Because they're very similar.
I think it's a Han Solo realised that he's killed Leia and find out that Darth Vader is the father. So
Yeah, the other one would be impossible.
I'll leave that alone.
Okay. So, while our fearless dwarf is snoring away, what would everyone else like to do? We also have our nasty also resting. He's going to rest for an hour, so you have plenty of time to do stuff.
It's an hour of short rest.
An hour is a short rest.
Can we change my nickname from Our Nasty? I'm not sure how I feel about that.
We could do our stump.
Very cool.
We could just call you Stumpy. That is totally what Little Miss is calling you from now on.
Fair enough.
Okay.
A few planks short of a foot.
I get toey about the subject.
Well, it is a bit splintered.
That was terrible.
So while these
That is
people,
terrible, Mark. That's very
I was going to
terrible.
say, if people are paused here, Dimitri's happy to at least have a look in the doorway to see what's down there. Make sure it's not just an alcove or something like that.
so how is he going to get 18 feet up?
Yeah.
Well, have a glaive.
He'll send Chum to have a look.
Does anyone have a grappling hook?
Oh,
Yes.
no, Chum could walk up there and just have a look in the door. Because the door opened when the thing, so it's obviously not trapped or anything anymore. So
I've got a grappling hook and 2 batches of 50-foot rope.
And I don't want to have a rest, so I lose my blood-fueled awesomeness.
No. The only reason I'm resting, guys, my hammer's actually in my magic bag holding, and I need to attune to it to get it out. Otherwise, I'm barefisted tonight. So
Martin,
what bag of holding?
Martin, you get to keep your awesomeness on a short rest, just not on a long rest.
Yeah. Hang on. What bag of holding?
There was no equipment in the sarcophagus.
well, the DM and I have discussed this already. I have the bag holding on me. Okay, so it's all good.
But it's
I can't-
apparently just a satchel that's empty.
empty, but until I attune to it, which takes an hour, I can't get my other hammer out that I had previously in there.
So he's hammerless.
I'm hammerless, so.
Everybody stop, it's hammer time.
certainly if the so assuming that it's not just an alcove and there is another passageway going down that doorway, which it looked like on the map.
It does.
And we're not moving anywhere yet. Dimitri will ritually cast Identify and see what he can make of Zeligar's staff now that he put the rod into it.
Okay. And I actually have a write-up on it. It is an actual item. How did that happen? Okay, so... The staff is 6 feet long and appears to be fashioned from a thin, stony stalactite which glistens with moisture and has a ball-like head composited of glittery mica. Although it appears heavy and unwieldy, it's actually dry, cool to the touch, and quite light. When you attune to it, it acts like a magic quarterstaff and grants a +1 bonus to attack and damage rolls. It also has 21 charges. Regains 1d6 +1 charges weekly as long as it's in touch with a stony surface.
Yep. I suppose the important bit right now is, does it have any non-attuned powers?
It does not at this stage.
Okay. Don't worry too much about it then. I'll get the details later, because he's not attuning to it right now. He'll work out what he can take off instead after he works out what it can do if he does attune to it.
So it can do, but it does have the spells Blade Ward, Pass Wall, Stone Shape, or Wall of Stone. So it is a quite powerful item.
Yeah. I'm assuming he didn't get any extra details or information about the 7-foot gold rod that fits in the small hole inside that 6-foot staff.
No, that's what was required for it to actually work.
Activate. Yep. Okay.
So you could have found the staff, and it would have been useless to you.
Whereas the gold rod was always useful.
But the gold rod was amusing.
A 7-foot staff that fit in your ear was great.
But the 7-foot staff you can never hit anyone with because it always is 7 feet no matter how you swing it.
Yep.
That's what she said.
Okay, so yes, you do find it is a magic staff that will do a lot of interesting things if you attune it.
Yep. Okay.
I believe it is. It will do +1 to attack and damage without being attuned, but you get an extra dice of damage if you attune it.
Oh, okay. So, we haven't had any other items that were unidentified at the moment, have we?
Raya has the ring that no one can see.
Yeah.
Wasn't there another ring?
Yeah, I've got that.
Yeah.
I have no idea what it does.
Yeah. Well, okay. If you while Dimitri is setting down with the staff, he has time to sit down with other things.
Yeah, Little Miss will ask you about it. Yeah, I would like to know about it.
Okay. I'll do a ritual identify on the ring then as well.
Okay, it is a ring.
That was the one that came in.
It's a ring of protection. Someone keeps pinging. Sorry, I don't know. So Ariadne's just saying she's leaving Brooklyn.
Okay. So ring of protection.
Yep.
+1.
Ring of protection +1. Yeah. Well, I think that's all they are.
I believe you.
Damn it! I thought it was a better idea. Ring of demon summoning. So much better.
No, that's the ring of unlocking that Raya's got. So, which obviously doesn't get identified because Raya doesn't believe he's got it. Well, he believes he's got it, but it's a bit hard to identify something that can't be seen.
But it's true.
That's hurting my Bradshaw brain now. I can't even think about that anymore.
He can't see it and he can't feel it. What is that?
That's how good.
He swears it's there. Okay. So yes, it is a ring of protection, and I will remind you, you found the spell scrolls for Fly, Gaseous Form, and Phantom Steed in the scroll case.
Fly, gaseous form, and phantom steed. Yep.
That was what you found with it. And they were with the staff, I believe. No, the staff was in the tomb.
The stuff was in the tomb. Yep.
They even have a picture of someone breaking into the tomb. You've got one of those magic hats, don't you, Jeremy?
Sorry?
Your character has one of those magic hats, doesn't he? The apprentice
I do have a
hat.
magic hat, yes. A wizard's hat.
I look awfully like a Dr. Dark there, but
A wizard's
No,
hat,
no.
say.
Well, no, it was nothing like Dr. Dark. It had hands and feet.
hey, I'm just saying awfully look like it. I didn't say it was exactly like it. There's a bit of a difference there.
So, how is Chum going to walk up and drop a rope for people?
Sure.
Okay, you end your long rest, and Bradshaw finds his hammer.
Sure, Chris.
Yeah, Plumber's holding it.
So he pulls out his nice gnomish made hammer.
Yep, gnomish made hammer.
No catching the voice there
I
whatsoever.
look at Wellman and I go, this is what you made me do. It's all your fault. And I keep yelling at Wellman. So
You think you're going to try and get Whelm back by wielding a gnomish hammer?
look, I just woken up from dying. I don't really care right now. So
I ask Whelm what he thinks of this.
Well, finds it amusing. He says maybe he'll learn to use a hammer correctly next time. Instead of stabbing himself with, say, a dagger.
Plumman chuckles and turns away.
we'll have a talk later, Wellman. I keep saying
I
that.
asked Bradshaw again, do you want your dagger back? I hold it out to him.
Nope. Don't want to be anywhere near it. You come near me and I smack you in the face with it. This hammer. So that's pretty much my response. Quite blunt, straight to the point. I don't
Are
want
you
anywhere near
holding the
that.
dagger?
I've got
I'll
it
hold
wrapped
dagger.
in a piece of cloth after what happened last time.
Because I thought the dagger got put back in the sarcophagus.
I thought it
No,
got put
I
back.
kept it wrapped in a piece of cloth, but before I did, I had to roll a mind thing to not stab myself with it.
A saving throw or stab himself.
Well, that's right. And not surprisingly, you're stronger willed than Bradshaw, so that's not easy. That's not difficult.
Hey, I'm a surgeon.
In some sort of dwarven kind of really dark swear words that you probably never heard before, even if you know dwarven. You hear that from Bradshaw's mouth, directed at Jeremy's character. So, and I just go. Anyway, so
I was going to say, Dimitri didn't teach you those words.
yeah, Dimitri doesn't teach people much either. Yeah, anyway. So okay, we need to get up a wall, do we?
It's the stone wall too. You're the expert, aren't you?
Well, he is a dwarf.
Hang on.
What?
Am I? Hang
So,
on.
okay. So what
Off
did
a
Chum
stone
see through the doorway?
Now, I found out I was only tuned to two things, Martin.
Yep.
I've got a broom of flying.
Yep. I know.
I know. I'm still wondering whether I should. I'm going to hold off using it right now.
With those nice elvish runes on it.
Yeah, that's true.
To go off the elven boots you lost.
No, the elven boots I gave to some other character, remember?
I know, when you walked through slime and didn't care about it.
It's elven boots. Who cares about elven stuff?
Elves?
And you did give it to
Elf.
an elf.
I did. That was Grace's character, too.
It was.
What now? I've got anything. I can do a check kind of thing to see if there's any sort of magical things that might allow us to get up there easier at all. So
How will you check?
Well, I was going to do using my stone cutting,
Yep.
do a history check.
Yep.
But I remember that's not a good check if I remember rightly, because I think
Let's
it was
go and do
-1
it.
last time.
Let's see how
minus
you go.
1. There we go. This is why I'm a dwarf.
And so while Bradshaw's busily calculating all this,
Yep.
the rest of us have gone up the rope that Chum put there?
That was what I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah, okay.
Yep.
That's a total of 11.
Okay, so while you're having this big thought about how the best way to get up there, you notice that there's this rope dangling from up there.
And you're alone in the room.
Yep. It's even knotted.
Wow.
Plumman seriously considers dragging the rope up, but doesn't.
Bradshaw thought Plowman had this kind of connection as the the Basham boys, but seems like that's been lost since I've been away. But anyway,
Well, you're the one who's shitty about me having the hammer.
look, I might get over it soon. Just bear with me. It's taken a while. All of a sudden, I died, lost my hammer, and then I have to pull out a gnome hammer. Okay, so
No. All of a
there's a lot
sudden you
of things
committed
to do like this.
suicide.
You're a dwarf. You ain't getting over shit.
You committed suicide. You didn't die.
He stabbed himself.
Look,
That's right.
I'm not listening to Dimitri because I don't listen to Dimitri.
Dogs, can you please try not to kill each other? Come on, not you guys, my actual dogs.
Hey, works for
I
in game
probably
2.
appropriate to tell the party
I'll
as well.
climb up the ladder too, then. So
Okay, so you
But
climb
also
up.
try not to kill each other.
I'll try not to. I can't guarantee anything there, unfortunately, but I'll try.
Okay, so
My hammer.
while Bradshaw's been busy trying to figure out how to get up the wall, Dimitri has seen that the corridor above is bathed in soft light and the faint scent of sulfur. The stone steps descend for 10 feet and then turn north, at which point you are greeted by a fabulous sight. The steps can continue for 10 more feet before the passage opens into a bright hall at least 40 feet wide and has at least twice as far back. The floor gleams and almost twinkles from a polished golden surface. But your attention quickly turns to a massive draconic form that wakes up with a shake, sending dust flying. The crimson creature sports a sinuous neck, spiral horns, and fiery eyes just coming into focus. The beast stretches its bulk and unfurls its powerful wings. A massive black iron collar is affixed to its neck. A thick black chain leads from the collar to a stout ring stuck in the floor.
Mm-hmm.
I fold my cloak over and turn into a tree stump.
Sure. Something flammable, I get it.
I'm glad.
So, I will be asking people for initiative.
Yeah, I'm in danger.
No, it's a friendly dragon.
That's why we're rolling initiative.
Well, it depends on whether you make it angry by attacking it.
Hey, Martin,
Yeah.
10 for nasty stump.
So 10 for the stump.
10 for the stump.
22 for Plumman.
Likewise for Dimitri.
What about Little Miss?
14 for Chum.
14 for Chum.
I'm happy for Dimitri to go before me.
What about Bradshaw and Little Miss?
Bradshaw still climbing up the ladder. Got number 8. 8 for Bradshaw. Sorry, Grace.
That's right.
And what did Grace get?
16.
I couldn't hear
Hey.
over
Oh.
what was happening.
16.
16, yeah, I can hear you now. Okay, so Dimitri, what would you like to do?
So the dragon appears to be awakening,
Awakening?
but not necessarily directly attacking yet.
Not yet, but hey, he might on his turn.
Yeah, that's right. Well, okay. I am keen to try and avoid a fight if I can. So I will, speaking in Draconic, I'll say, greetings. We're here to release you. As he then steps to the side and takes a bit of cover behind the doorway.
Okay, there's not much cover because you'd have to rush back through everyone that's behind you.
Well,
There's a tree stump.
You hide behind the stump.
Well, no. The either flatten himself against the corridor wall or inside the room. Did you say there was any furniture or stuff in there?
Not that you could see.
It was all just gold, wasn't it?
It was.
Yep. So, he'll basically just aim to flatten himself against the wall as much as possible, stating, "Yes, we're here to release you."
Okay. Next person up is Playman. What would Playman like to do? Now be you, Dave. We've probably got him.
Sorry about that.
Yeah,
I was
yeah.
muted. I had two dogs trying to destroy the entire house. Plumman will. What's the 5e for full defense? What?
Run like a girl.
No,
It's like a dodging thing where you give them disadvantage to attack you.
Dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge. So Plumman will go the 5Ds.
So he'll dodge and run.
Did Jeremy run?
No.
No. I've
Reflected.
effectively taken cover as much as possible at this stage.
Yeah,
But
Plumman's going to try
cover-
and do that.
cover
While
means-
also,
Cover means
Yeah.
just being trying to be part of the wall.
yeah, Plumman's going to try and get in between the danger snack, danger lizard, and go full defensive.
Okay.
Dimitri.
Is he going to rage to reduce any damage that may actually come his way?
I don't know if you've noticed, but dragons have these wonderful things called breath weapons,
I know.
of which. So does the dragon look like it's going to attack us?
You don't know. It hasn't had its turn yet.
It
It's
doesn't.
just effectively awaken and moving.
Uh,
And depending upon whether you understand Draconic, all you heard was Dimitri gobble at it.
yeah. So not gonna rage just yet.
Okay. That brings us to Little Miss. And how will Little Miss solve this situation?
Oh, she's not necessarily looking to solve it, sure. So, does it look injured, or
It
is
does-
it just chained?
It looks chained.
Doesn't look injured at all.
Does not look injured.
Okay. How durable do the chains look?
They
Like, is
are
there a
made out of
padlock,
they
or-
are made out of a black metal, and you can't see any seams on them.
Is there any like padlock or anything?
Does not appear to be padlock. It seems to be chained right into the floor.
So even the collar doesn't seem to be clasped anywhere.
Does not seem to have a clasp anywhere at all.
Right. I'm going to cast Detect Magic.
Get off.
You cast Detect Magic. Assuming
Yeah.
you have it memorized.
Yes.
Okay, Detect Magic. Making sure I get it right for you. Okay, here we go. Okay, so as you look forward, you see that the dragon, the chain, and the ring all radiate a school of magic.
What school?
Illusion.
So I was umming and ahhing about whether or not to make it a bonus action, that spell.
Mm-hmm.
Can I have done that?
How would you get it as a bonus action?
2 sorcery points.
Okay, you could have done it as a bonus action.
Yeah, because I've got Quicken spell.
Yep.
So I'm going to, with my action, go up and try and touch it. Not be hostile. I'm just gonna kind of laugh and shake my head and go up and touch it.
Okay, give me an investigation check.
An investigation check.
Mm-hmm.
18.
Okay, you realize the dragon's not there.
Like, does my hand go through it?
You can feel something, but it's a strong illusion.
Yeah. So I'm just gonna start laughing.
Okay, at which point the dragon roars and breathes, and everyone but you now has to make a dexterity saving throw.
I love you, Martin.
Yep.
1.
One. Well, we do have one reroll if you'd like to use it now.
Nah, let's go with the punches.
Hang on. I have a question.
Yep.
If I use bend luck to apply the number, to roll a d4 and apply that as a bonus, does that change the fact that he's rolled a 1?
What he's been
halfling, I can re-roll it.
That's completely up to you.
Yeah, I'm doing that. Yeah, so now it's 12.
So what's bend luck from? It is is that a action?
No, halfling has a thing.
No, Emrys, stop talking.
Okay.
He's not asking you about your thing, he's asking me about mine.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because what you're talking about, Emrys, is a racial benefit. This bend luck is a sorcerer benefit.
Yeah.
Right.
Is it a reaction, action, or bonus action?
When another creature you can see makes an attack roll, an ability check, or saving throw, you can use your reaction.
Okay. So yeah, so you could always wait until after he's used his halfling luck and then decide.
Yeah, but out of curiosity, would that mean that it's not a crit fail then?
It would make it not a crit fail.
Okay, cool.
So I re-rolled it, so I got 12.
You got a 12. And how did everyone else go? So how is Dimitri? Dimitri's rather quiet on this end. Oh, give me a moment.
I'm guessing Dimitri's on mute.
Yeah, I'm mute because, avoid background noise when it's not needed. Which also explains why, that's cool. Yeah, I just want to check that it's not a thunder or lightning save.
Martin's chair looks like a weird-shaped Darth Vader.
Okay.
That's not the Imperial March, that's the dirge, the funeral dirge, isn't it?
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Well,
It's what I read, sure, and Mr. Dark have got used to.
yeah, we got used to that. I just found out because I haven't played retro a while. I've got a +4 in initiative, so I was 10. But oh well, doesn't matter.
Nice.
I
I'll get
think you're
+2.
still below everyone.
Yeah, I still failed the save anyway. So
Sorry, you said to help Ariadne get in.
Excellent. I just want to check, is it a thunder or lightning effect?
Appears to be fire.
Fire? That's okay then. In which case, reflex save of... dexterity save of 18.
Okay. So, how many people got less than 17?
With advantage, I got 7.
With advantage, you got 7.
I got a 8.
I had to confirm I didn't have disadvantage.
Okay, so everyone who got under 17 falls over. Collapses.
I'm already rolled up like a stump. Does that mean I'm okay?
You don't fall far.
Fair enough.
Less to fall over. Your stump's now on the side.
Does that make me a stool?
Possibly.
Maybe a tool.
Makes you a
given.
mold.
Okay, and then a moment later, everyone will wake up. So you're basically incapacitated until your next turn. So you will see that the room itself was mainly an illusion. There is a golden floor though, and there are 3 chests at the end. And I'm just going to make sure Ariadna has some medication. So what do you think about how you're going to deal with the 3 chests that are all locked?
So I'm assuming that I'm assuming that I just got to watch you guys be asleep.
So
Yeah.
I got AC.
Well, I mean,
so-
I'm momentarily stunned on the
Yeah.
floor, but okay.
Yeah.
Okay, Dimitri would have come forward and confirming, okay, yep, they're not dead. And
The
it obviously
dragon
wasn't
just
fire.
disappeared.
It's a dragon disappeared or illusionary. Yep, happy with that. I fulfilled my obligation. I said I was going to release him. He got released.
He was never really there to begin with, anyway.
Yeah. Okay, so he got released.
See, and I just look at and I'm going. Oh, by the way, who's the new half dwarven person here? I've never met you before. So I don't think I've met you as a dwarven character before. Right?
I'm not fully. I don't fully look like a dwarf.
Okay,
I
let's say
look more than
you
most
met
people.
Little Miss, and she still looks like Little Miss. Just
I'm still an
a
albino.
little change.
I just.
We're in
I've got
slim
a
pickings
beard.
in this dungeon.
Anyway,
I've got a beard.
looks good on you. So yeah, so okay, a magical thing that we don't like. So yeah, in typical Dimitri fashion, he lies through his teeth. So let's go forward and see what else is in the room. So
Do you speak Draconic?
nope.
So you have
Okay.
no idea what Dimitri said.
Yes, but typical Dimitri fashion. I don't believe anything that comes out of those.
Well, I was going
girls.
to say,
Yes.
you basically treated Dimitri spoke, therefore Dimitri lied. Fair enough.
That's hey look, Plowman. You know, both Plowman, Chum, and Bradshaw all got the same opinion of you, so it's all good. So,
Well, that's
I
what
said,
that's what Bradshaw might think.
that's what I'm going with. I'll just walk forward up to Little Miss, and I'll just sit there, and I said, I'll guard you, Miss, and that's all I'll do. So, I'll take protection.
I will very slowly point my dagger at your throat and say, "Protect me from what?"
Well, just in case there was something behind that illusion. I don't mean to take offence at it.
Like,
I don't know.
I am perfectly capable of protecting myself.
I'm fairly certain you are. So I've got to get back into the role as the person who gets hit first in this party. So I'm just trying to make sure I'm in that role again.
Are you trying to be hit first by
She
the
laughs.
party or for the party?
Both, apparently.
I ignore all DM comments on that situation because he's been very sarcastic. So I'm just saying I just need to be at the front of the party so I can protect people. So
She laughs and shakes her head and walks away.
Yeah, well,
So
Dimitri's happy to go forward and let's say take a look into the room, see if he can find any evidence of other traps or issues.
well,
before
I'm already
moving up to
standing.
Yep.
I'm already standing in the middle of the room, pretty much where the chests are, because that's what
No,
the
no,
dragon
no.
is.
I think the chests are at the other end of the room.
The room was also illusionary as well. So instead of being this big, large, spacious room, it's only a 15 by 15 foot room.
Okay, yep.
Yeah, so I'm pretty much in the middle of the room.
Yep. Okay. Dimitri's happy to head in and move over towards the chests and examine the area around the chests and then the chests themselves, looking to see if he can find any further things that might get tripped. So,
Okay, so give me an investigation roll.
let's go on, there it is. Investigation. 14.
Looking at them, you can't see any obvious traps on them.
Okay. Are they locked?
They are locked. They are little padlocks.
Sorry, little padlocks?
Little padlocks.
And there are 3 of them, you said?
One padlock for each chest.
Yep. Okay, I will start on the chest on the left.
Mm-hmm.
And having investigated it, I'll see if I can unpick the lock.
Would you like me just to open it? I can open 2 of them.
Well, okay, Dimitri's looking at one on the left. If you play with the other ones, or if you play with Dimitri, that's fine by him, but...
Okay, well, if you're going to manually pick that during that time, I'll magically unlock the other 2.
Okay. So do we need a roll for the unpicking, Martin, or did anything happen from the knock spell, or?
The knock spell opens one of the locks, and Jeremy, you're rolling for the picking.
Yep.
I said, Martin.
Yep.
I'm actually casting knock twice for chest 2 and 3, while Dimitri works on the first chest.
It should basically, by the time you cast one spell, he should have picked the first lock.
So we'll see what happens anyway. So, but obviously, yeah, she's probably got time to do both of them in the sense that I was looking for traps on the first one before trying to pick it. But
okay,
anyway,
in which case, you
24 on the pick the locks.
Yep. So the 3 locks are all open, still sitting in the chest.
Okay. Well, so after Dimitri's happy, he's unpicked his. He'll.
You turn around and the other 2 are unpicked. Open as well.
He'll just carefully remove the padlock and step to the side of the chest and then open it up.
Okay, did Nasty want to step up and look in first?
And what?
Look into the chest first.
Sure, why not?
I'm going back 10 feet.
Back in a second, guys.
I thought you were at the front of the party ready to take the first blow.
I know, but you guys are doing lock stuff and you're using the wrong tools and it's bothering me.
Yeah, me too. I agree. I need to step back. Doesn't sound right.
But yeah, I'm happy to look in. That's fine.
Okay, so he lifts the lid for you to be the first to look into the chest.
And what do I see?
And by the time you finish looking, the chest is empty.
Oh dear. Hey, it's more invisible jewelry.
Okay.
Guys, it's more invisible jewelry. It's awesome.
Invisible jury. You guys need to fill me in with some of this stuff, but anyway.
So you're saying the first chest is empty?
Yes.
Yep.
You pull the padlock off and open the second chest?
Well, I mean, okay. Dimitri will just double check in the first chest just to make sure there's no false bottom or anything like that.
Give me an investigation roll.
16, 23.
And back.
Okay, you feel around and you don't find a opening anywhere in there.
Cool. Happy with that. So, yeah. So, if no one's opened the middle chest, Dimitri's happy to go look at the middle one?
I was actually going to.
Okay, go for it.
Okay, so you pull the padlock out and lift the lid.
Yeah, while I'm watching it.
Okay, looking inside, it's also empty.
Can I cast Detect Magic?
You can. And you still get the faint illusion magic from the center of the room.
Can I reach my hand inside?
You can. And you can feel the bottom too.
Right. And the whole chest seems illusory.
No, the chest looks real and feels real. But where the dragon was, is still has the illusion spell there.
While she's
Yeah,
looking,
but
Dimitri's
the
happy to look at
chest
the third
itself,
chest.
there's no magic on the chest.
No magic on the chest.
Right.
So who's going to open chest number 3?
If no one will,
Dimitri's-
Nasty will, but he's
So,
not.
so Dimitri's happy to go to the third chest if no one's done it by the time he's finished looking in the first, but
Go, Dimitri.
Happy to wait.
So these magic types, they seem to take a long time to do these things. I don't know. We would have been finished by now, guys. You know, playing many late
says the person who made us wait an hour.
Hey! I'm just saying, we're usually much quicker when we do our dungeon delves. The 3 amigos. So anyway,
So apparently Dimitri's opening the third chest.
He does. And after pulling the padlock through and out and looking inside, it's also empty.
Okay. Again, he'll double check the bottom of the chest.
Plyman continues
Can
to
I-
stand guard.
While he's doing that, can I stand up and try and tip the chest over?
Yep. And you have no problems tipping the chest over.
What's it made of? Just wood?
The chest is made of wood, yes.
So yeah, Little Miss shrugs and goes, "Well, that was underwhelming."
don't joke there. Well.
I feel like there is more.
Dimitri will have a bit of a look around the room and see if you can spot any other exits or find any other exits.
Okay, give me an investigate roll as you looking for exits.
No, there's nothing else here. It's all good. So, a total of 8 with my +7.
Yep. You believe, without a doubt, there's no other exits.
I'm watching Little Miss tip the first one over,
Hmm.
and I'd known of a competition we had back in Rockholm of tipping over goats.
Yep.
So I'm going to go to the other 2 chests and tip them over. Does anything happen?
Yes, the chest tip over.
They
Tipping
go.
chest go.
They go. Meh, meh.
Tipping chest go.
Out of
Is there
out
anything
of
under?
boredom while Dimitri's looking around, Little Miss is also going to have a look around.
Yep.
And that's investigate, you said.
It is.
I'm just disappearing for 2 seconds to put a kid to bed. I'll be back.
Okie dokie.
No problem.
No, definitely nothing here.
That good, huh?
I got a 5.
Now I've got a -1 and I've got a 10. I still beat both of you. I'm just saying right now, guys. Just so I'll look around and go, 3 tipping chests, some ex-dragon. Seems like a typical dungeon.
No,
Of course, what you don't realise is Dimitri does have a bit of an ulterior motive for not finding anything around in this room. Because he's hoping to acclaim this place afterwards, and therefore anything not found means you can find it later.
That is correct.
I'll get my hammer out on one of the chests and I'll just tap it.
Yep.
Anything happen?
Yes, it breaks.
I'll try the other 2.
They also break. Apparently they're
Okay.
breakable.
What are you vandalising this stuff for?
Well, we're taking our time here. I'm also just checking everything out.
the chest.
Doesn't mean you break everything you see.
Only the dragon was illusionary.
Well, I don't know these things. This magic stuff is not good for me. Okay, I'm not used to it. Okay.
So pay attention to your betters then and learn.
Hey, Martin, this that magical that was a fire resistance, wasn't it, for that magical attack, wasn't it? The
Yeah.
dragon. So my dwarven resistance wouldn't have worked on it.
No.
No, cool. Just thought check.
It was actually an illusionary attack, so it wasn't actually dealing energy damage.
Gotcha.
So, are we ready to head back to see if we can actually get back?
Huh? Get back, what are you talking about? No one's filled me in yet. I've just been woken up, dagger been pulled out of my head, and no one's giving me a rundown of what's going on yet.
Yeah, so stand back out of the way and we'll fill you in later.
Yes, my friend, a lot has happened. You must catch up soon. But just be quiet. We'll go.
And I'll just look at all of you going, really? Really? Okay. Chum, come on, Chum, you must be able to fill me in somewhere.
I've got no idea.
But yeah, so Dimitri is suggesting that we return to the original room that we came in here to see if we can actually get out of here. Since, so, he did actually wait for people to test the return journey, but no one came back.
He also decided to kill a member of the team. The new guy. Oh well. I suppose we can go back, wherever you guys think we should go. Anyone seen my goat at all? My goat around at all? Anyway?
Good question, my friend. My suggestion would be to look not here, because we don't know.
Okay. I'll follow you. I trust your plan.
Is that a good thing?
Well, I trust Playman. I didn't say Dimitri, I said Playman.
Presumably, Bruce is where you left him, outside of this complex that we haven't left yet.
Oh, we're still in the complex. Oh, there you go. I thought you'd travelled on and... Oh, okay, there we go.
Bradshaw,
I'm back.
Yes?
Welcome back.
did you actually ever address the fact that your brother-in-law was in the coffin?
I don't know who you're talking about because I've never met the person. But if
Remember, he barely knows his fiancé.
well, I do know my fiancée well. I mean, I'm sure she's been looking for me. But was that my brother-in-law? Was it? Supposedly, or my future brother-in-law. I've never. She's talked about a family, like a couple of crazy, halfling people, but that's all I heard about. We didn't go into too much detail, but if that's one of them, we might be in trouble.
You do know one of them is a chef.
Okay, but yeah, that's not good news. That if it is her brother-in-law, and being a master assassin, and she has a temper on her, as we've known from the previous dates. This could take a lot of wrangling out of. Yeah. So we need to have a straight story of what happened here, guys.
Well, I saved his life twice.
Okay, that's good. That's good to hear. Do you know if he actually spoke to my love at any stage?
He was too busy whinging about having one hand.
Okay, well, that's good because that means we can't, disprove your thing. Okay. Okay, well, we might be good out of this. I'll have to see when I see her next time. But knowing her, she would look to the ends of the earth for me because she does that a lot. She likes to find her prey or boyfriends. That's probably the best word for it. So,
My friend, there are not a lot of things that I am afraid of, but your girlfriend scares the loving shit out of me.
and
So-
she scares the living shit out of me too. But
Maybe we should be honest with her as quickly as possible.
I think it's a good idea, knowing her history for random anger issues. I do feel sorry for the pub patrons that we did visit at that time, that we met her in that town. But
I'm sure they were all bad.
yes, but her classification of bad is not the normal classification of bad, and while I appreciate her very much and I think she's a wonderful lady, I do have concerns about her issue of being able to rage. And like, I know, I point to both Plowman and Chum going, you guys rage and you have a good reason behind it. She rages because she just wants to rage. She has no reason behind it, she just does it, and she doesn't care. So you guys have got at least got some humanity in yourself.
You haven't seen me in action with my magic boots yet, so I'm not sure if you can put me a class above her.
Magic boots? I haven't seen you with these magic boots before. Okay.
He's currently
Oh,
looks like he's in
You guys
bare
see me?
feet.
Yeah, okay, there's a lot
She
that I need
has
to
no-
catch up. Go ahead.
She has no humanity left in her because she's a halfling, not a human.
True. What I was trying to mean that she has anger issues and she doesn't know how to control them. And from my point of view, I'm going to be on the good side of her. So please make sure I don't die again. Thank you. And let's go back through this thing. It's supposed to be a place to go. You guys can lead the way. I have no idea where we're going.
Okay, so you can describe it to Bradshaw if you can remember. I'm just going to take something into Ariadna.
Okay.
So, well, as we come back down into the sarcophagus room, as I say, Dimitri will wait first of all to see whether Bradshaw is going to lead, as he said he wanted to.
Yes, I will lead. You point me in the right direction.
Well, we're going back up the stairs. We're leaving this area.
Cool. Okay. You just show me which direction, point the way, and I'll go that way.
Or I could lead as I normally do to avoid the other issues that you don't spot on the way.
Well, I'm happy to be by my
like the
side.
trap that you're about to step on as you go up the stairs.
Oh, that trap. Oh, okay. Well, that's probably a good idea. Okay, you better lead the way then.
Thank you.
Plarman very closely accompanies Dimitri and attempts to meat shield him.
Well, as I said, okay, so Dimitri will ensure that the step is not going to reactivate and we can go back upstairs.
Okay, so did you explain to him where everything was?
Well, Dimitri offered to allow Bradshaw to lead if he planned to, or whether he wanted Dimitri to lead as he did previously to avoid stepping on that step that he was about to step on. And then Bradshaw generously allowed him to go first.
I generously allowed him. I'm trying to show some good faith here.
Losing 2 characters for the one trap would have been impressive.
The thought had crossed my mind, by the way. But I thought I'll do the proper thing and I'll be beneficial. And I had a look at Playman, and Playman just gave me a nod, so I assume that was a good thing to do. So,
but yeah, so basically returning to the portal room, and
as you're returning to the portal room, I'll get everyone to make an insight check.
Okay. That's going to be a negative, I'm pretty sure. Me.
22. 16 for Dimitri.
Insight to
15.
Ooh, I've got a +3. Woohoo! That's a 17 for me. Woohoo!
20 or hang on, yeah, 20.
Okay, so we had one caller at 21 and 22.
Mm-hmm.
So as you're walking back through the library, you realise that in that room with the chests, that the entryway of that room was actually made out of gold. The floor was. I had described it, but everyone had been so distracted by the dragon and the chests, they'd stopped looking at the floor.
No, I knew it was. I knew that it
I
was.
knew it was gold. So.
But people were, wondering where the treasure was. They had realised that the floor was probably the treasure. For those, if the players didn't pick up on it, those characters did.
Happy with that, yep. So, but yeah, the point being the fact that it was real gold, and yes, you could collect it. But
Yeah.
Plarman
does not have the strength to tear up the floor, so she didn't worry about that.
Plarman sinks well into the gold to see how deep the gold is. Gold being soft and all.
This is after you walked away.
Oh.
This case you're going through the library, you suddenly thought, hang on, that floor was probably real gold.
My friends, I will be back in one moment. I need to make core nature.
Do you need a hand? I suppose is the question I was going to ask, but if it's core nature, I will definitely not give you a little hand here. I think it's an inappropriate thing to do right now, and off you go, sir.
Plarman runs off.
Then he sees he is 18 feet from the passageway to where the gold is.
Yeah.
And no convenient rope to climb up this time.
Wait, we didn't leave the rope?
Well, no, because we weren't planning on going back this way yet. So,
Plumman. Does Plumman see any way to climb?
It is quite smooth, no handholds.
Plumman attempts to climb anyway.
Okay, give me a climb check.
I can give you an athletics check.
Athletics check it is.
Can you jump that high?
no, but climb is part of athletics.
20. How does 26 sound?
26 sounds pretty darn good. You scramble up the wall somehow.
Purely out of lust for gold.
I thought more stubbornness than anything else. You really do suit that hammer.
Mm-hmm. Cool. So investigation of gold continues.
Yep, and you find yourself in the room with the dragon again.
I ignore the dragon.
Give me an investigation check to ignore the dragon.
11.
Give me
Did you get advantage?
No. You just get to check to ignore it before it breathes on him. So, while you're there looking at the gold beneath you, you're surrounded by fire. Give me a dexterity saving throw.
Aha, you've activated my trap card. 20.
Okay, so you actually feel the illusionary fire around you, and then the illusion fades. The gold's still below you.
Cool. I sink the pointy end of worm into the gold.
Okay, one square foot of it pops up as you do that.
One what, sorry?
1 foot square, because it's made out of lots of foot square tiles.
I for a moment I thought you said foot cubed, and I was like, oh my god.
Foot square. It's a
A
tile.
foot square.
It's a golden tile.
Well, and it's like, how thick is it?
But how thick is the tile is the important bit.
It is probably about a less than a finger's width. It's about 50 gold worth in it.
Yeah, that's a hell of a lot of gold. I go back to the hole. My friends, you might want to come back. I found many gold. I tie a rope somewhere and let it down.
Okay, you are the only thing to tie it to.
That's okay. While they're pissing around, I will try and
Just
lift
slide
up
down
another
the wall.
tile.
I've got a piton, so we could just stick that in the ground.
You do what you gotta do, but get back up
No,
here.
but
You
you
know
can tie
what?
the rope to it, is what I'm saying.
Did anyone come back because he left you while you're in the library?
And
I
we
followed him
continued
because he's weird.
But we continued on to the portal room. Well,
Some of
Dimitri
you-
certainly did.
Some of you were heading on and leaving him behind.
Oh wait, so there's one more. There's one more person with me.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Oh, cool. I help you up with the rope.
Cool.
Then I show you the golden tile.
Cool. Alright, I start helping.
Okay.
Alright, so I'll do the smashy and you can do the drop down the hole.
So you think it's going to take about 10 minutes per tile? You got the
How
easy
many
one.
tiles?
And there are 75 tiles.
Martin,
Oh, so it's not actually the whole 15 by 15.
Martin,
Yeah.
what is the average wage of a commoner?
An average wage would... A gold piece would probably be more than they see in a year.
According to Centrelink,
So-
it's $279 a fortnight.
Yeah. So 50 gold for 10 minutes work, I'm okay with that.
So you're working on the railway, thump, thump.
Yep.
12 hours later.
Cool. I guess Jeremy probably wants to do some things.
Well, I was going to say was the fact that the question is how are you planning on getting it out?
Yeah, that's the next question that we have to deal with, and we will
One
get there
problem at
when
a
we
time.
do. However, I do believe that Mark may or may not have a bag of holding.
But you're about to go through a teleport that the bag of holding won't go through.
Mm-hmm.
I am not an intelligent character. Right, I leave it for you smart people to figure out because gold.
And I just appreciate his enthusiasm, so I'm helping him.
Whereas actually, Dimitri was actually quite happy to leave the gold there until we'd actually gone through and explored the rest of the place. We'd come back and get it, which is why he'd ignored it.
Yeah, no. Plyman didn't think about that. Plyman's thinking about gold.
Little Miss is thinking about this. The bag of holding that Dimitri has is on the other side of the portal, so we could just put it in the bag of holding that what's his name has, that Mark has. Take it to the portal, throw all the pieces back through the portal, and then put them in Dimitri's.
Oh, what's his name now? Okay, I understand.
Sorry.
It's okay. Are you forgiven?
Is it because she's a
My
dwarf?
brain's not fully switched on.
No, because she's a dwarf. I forgive her. Well, at the moment, no one's asked me to come back up, so I'm just waiting for Dimitri going, okay, how long should we
I'm just
wait?
helping.
Okay. Well, Dimitri was waiting for a few minutes for Plummer to have his call of nature.
And after about 5 minutes, you realise he's not gone back for nature, he's gone back for something else.
Yep. So, in which case then he'll come back down the stairs and say, hey guys, we need to get out of the portal to make certain it works.
But there's so much
Meanwhile,
gold up here.
Thud.
We can come back for it.
Thud.
We can come back
you
for that.
said we come back, but will you?
There's lots of other things in this place that we've also waited to come back for.
How do you know we can come back?
What do you mean, how do we know?
He doesn't even know you can leave.
We don't know we can leave yet.
Exactly, so grab as much gold as we can before we leave.
We
You're
may
not
need
gonna
to
tell
pay
you.
someone to leave. That's a really good point, Plumman.
Yeah, don't pay the ferryman until he gets you to the other side. Thanks. Anyway,
Make sure you have your copper handy.
yeah.
But you can't carry it.
I can carry many things, my friend.
I am a
It may
halfling
have-
and I am very strong.
It may have just dawned on you that, well, it probably hasn't because you're a very observant character. Plumman really doesn't carry much. Like, at all. He doesn't really have anything expensive on him. He doesn't even know why he's chasing this gold. It really doesn't interest him that much. But he got gold fever.
Yes. And it will still be there when we find out we can actually get out of here. And then we can come back after exploring the rest of the citadel in the same sort of way as we'd left the other items in various locations to
Can
come back to.
Nasty Stump add a small bit of logic to that?
Sure,
Historically, in this dungeon, we don't always get out with all of our hands. So maybe we should do it now.
Well,
Little Miss says, well, you know, he's got a point.
Thank you.
the point is that you need your hands to carry the gold anyway. So if you haven't got your hands, you're not getting out of here.
Yeah, but you put
But
stuff in your
we
pocket.
don't. We could each just take a tile and put it in our pack.
You hear thud, thud, thud. Plumman will continue until he's told to stop.
Little Miss is going to pick up one or two of the tiles, depending on how heavy they are, and put them in her pack.
Yeah, 1 per 10 minutes, so I'm guessing I'm on my third now.
I'm right beside you, buddy.
Gotcha. Well, there's 3 for us. There's 1 each.
Well, Dimitri's going to go back to the library and wait, reading there.
Yeah, so when you guys chuck down the gold tiles, I'll put them in my pack and then just say to you, please don't forget that I've got one for each of you guys, because otherwise I totally will take it with me.
Unintentionally,
Hey,
I'm
Mr.
sure.
About it.
I'm confused because I have no idea what's going on here. And Martin roll a d20. 10 or less I go with Jeremy, and higher than 10 I'll go with the boys.
Sure.
Damn it, Jeremy. Plumman listens to Dimitri.
Do you like what I rolled for you, Mark?
Actually, Dimitri was happy to wait. He's going to read in the library while he's waiting.
Oh yeah, so I'm sitting with Dimitri then, I'll just wait. I'm going, okay, they'll get me eventually. He must really had to really go.
You can hear the groans coming from the hallway.
So what's the agreement here, guys? We're taking one for each of the three of us, or one for each of the people in the party?
I think we
let's
get
just
them for
grab
each of
one
the party
each.
and we'll just see what happens.
Yeah, we'll grab one each and then we'll continue on and maybe come back later, hopefully.
Yeah, that's what I mean, though. Are we? When you say one of each, do you mean per party member, or for
Yeah.
you,
Yeah.
me, and
Yes.
Party
Yeah,
members.
no, we'll grab one per party.
yeah?
At least,
Okay.
definitely Dimitri and
What about Raya?
Yeah,
who?
Raya's with us.
Who's
The
Ryan?
one who unleashed all the fucking
Stefan.
His character.
Oh shit! Yeah, absolutely.
Maybe Ryan can look after the gear.
So we've got just for me as a player, we've got Raya, Bradshaw, Dimitri, Chum, Stumpy, Little Miss, and Plumman.
Plumber.
Are you going to get one for
So 7 tiles.
Dr. Dark to give on to his sister?
No, I'm not going to insult. I'm not going to suggest insulting her by saying, "Oh, here we're going to pay you for the death of your brother."
Yeah, no, that's all on
That's not
Mark.
our responsibility.
Yeah,
Mark.
we worked hard to save him.
Honestly, she owes me money for the surgery.
Well, you can tell her that yourself.
I'm
I
sure
will.
she would love to discuss terms with you.
I'm sure she
I've
will.
I've got 7 tiles, gold tiles now in my pack. My pack.
Okay.
Yep. So yeah, so 70 minutes later, we continue on.
Okay.
That's enough for you guys to have a short rest.
It is enough to have a short rest, and then you realise that not all of you can fit into the archway at the same time.
Yep.
So how many will fit in the archway at once?
You could probably squeeze 3.
But isn't it on the hour? Couldn't someone stay back another hour and then do another batch?
Well,
That is
we're going to
correct.
have to.
Yeah,
So-
we're going to have to do it twice because
Well,
there's 7
we're
of
going to
us
do it
here.
3 times. There's 7
Yeah,
of
that's
us
what I
there.
mean. No, I mean we're going to have to wait twice.
Yeah.
Well, if that's the case, I'll see you guys in 2 hours for no reason whatsoever.
Where you
Well-
go back and get more tiles?
Again.
Yeah, Mark, I fall down a couple of times trying to get back through that hole, but
Resistance?
Again, this is assuming that we can actually get out of here.
Dimitri, why do you have to be so negative?
I'm merely stating the fact that people came through this teleport without
Well-
any knowledge or confirmation they could return.
Well,
Bradshaw and Dimitri and Raya, I would nominate you guys go first because Bradshaw, you want to be up there being meat shield, and Raya's not with us, so like from a player
And Dimitri's certainly going in the first trip.
okay,
yeah.
I'll go
So
through.
if you 3,
Yeah. Now, has Dimitri told me anything about my bag of holding right now, or not?
So, Mark, you would know that if you had spent your downtime, you could have set it so you could take your bag of holding through the teleport
Yeah.
with you.
Yeah, of course. I thought I'd ask a question because I have no idea what this thing does because I've never been through it as a person or as a character. So, okay, I would have somehow, Dimitri would have, I suppose I better tell him, and told me, and I would have unattuned my bag of holding. And
Well, it's not
then take it
unattune,
through.
it's actually you set it to disconnect from its extra-dimensional space,
Yep, okay.
so it doesn't
Oh.
go boom when you try to take it through a portal.
Sounds fine.
It needs to be attuned in order to have any chance of getting through.
Oh, I can't really got it in tune because I had to get the
Yeah.
hammer out. So
Yeah.
So okay, cool. I'll guard these 2 magical beings in our party, and I'll pretend to take in a defensive stance as soon as we go through and go. I'll look around and go.
so
Okay.
does the bag of holding go with him?
It does.
Well, Okay, so there's no issue with activating the code word and disappearing?
There is a big flash, there is a bang, and then they're gone.
And from our perspective then,
it's
we
not
return to where we originally left?
It is from where you originally left, and it is not a portal, it is an actual teleport. So whatever's standing between the pillars gets teleported.
Right. And so then, when Dimitri, the first thing he's getting back is making certain that his bags are still there.
They are. And the door is still pitted shut.
Sorry?
And the door is still pitted shut.
Yep, good. Cool. And the diamond's still there?
They are. It is.
Yep.
Chum.
And
Little Miss is going to offer Chum to play dice while we're waiting for Plumman and Stumpy to do their thing. And we're waiting out the hour.
You don't want to teach me any magic?
It's the magic of dice.
But dice is magical on its own.
I'm not a complete idiot.
Come on! Oh no! I'll teach you how to cheat.
Okay, sounds good. Cheating at dice sounds like magic to me.
I'll teach you how to cheat without it being super obvious.
Okay. And while we're waiting at our end, Dimitri will explain in extensive detail exactly what Bradshaw missed after he stabbed himself in the back of the head with the knife.
So I really stabbed myself in the back of the head with a knife.
Absolutely.
But why would I do that?
Well, you always feared the knife.
I feared the knife, but I thought the knife would be in somebody else's hand. Never thought my own hand.
Well,
you are your best
Say
friend.
that it had to be a friend?
It did.
Are you not friends with yourself?
Well, I am at certain times of night, but that's another question. But yeah.
And obviously, you've deliberately cultivated not being friends with anybody else.
He has.
True.
So therefore, it always had to be you.
I'm surprisingly by your thinking that I actually agree with you for some reason. And this is our first...
Well, that's because Dimitri explained it in small words so you were able to understand.
Oh, no, that was very well done. I was really impressed by Dimitri's work there. So yeah, okay. So we're still in the place. I'm worried that somebody's still got the dagger, because that's not a good thing. But, okay. Okay, we can get through this. So what else did we find while we were around the place? Anything else I need to know about? Or?
Oh, okay. Dimitri will talk about all the places we've been around. Okay. There's nothing particularly he'll try and gloss over. He'll explain the fact that yes, exactly how Whelm has been a bit non-picky as to who was carrying him after we came across the other teleport or portal type location.
Okay, so Whelm. So I left. So who picked up Whelm after I left? Was it
Little Miss? No, Little Miss.
Wow.
And Little Miss was a bit concerned about the fact that apparently Whelm tried to improve her.
She was looking quite good. No, I mean, not my type, but it's like she's looking quite good.
Well,
but
presumably much more your type than who she was.
True, but no, I still saw a bit of her old self in there. But okay. And then she didn't accept Whelm that way. It sounds like, and then.
So when the opportunity to go through a portal and therefore have to leave Whelm behind, she literally leapt at it.
Wow. Okay. That's unusual. That's like, Whelm would have been happy with that one. Oh well, okay. But okay, then Plowman picked up, but I thought Plowman was with the other one. What happened there?
So, well, again, Plowman also went through accidentally, and so therefore was no longer with Wave.
Yeah.
Which is why Raya's now got Wave.
Raya's got Wave, and I look over at Ryan and I see Wave and going, "Wow, okay, yep."
And so seemingly, Wave is very happy to be with Raya as a
Okay.
water spirit virtually. So,
Okay. Okay, so that's how it would work. But Wellman, Ploughman, it's never thought of me a mix. I never thought that.
well, basically, it came down to the fact that Plumman was the last man standing who was able to even touch Whelm. However, as soon as he did, he actually sat down and wasn't standing at all. Wouldn't go anywhere for about half an hour or so, and then apparently they came to an agreement.
Okay, so negotiate with Whelm. Okay. Okay. Yeah, that never ends well, I think.
Negotiate is the word.
That's right.
Well, you remember, this is all Dimitri's interpretation of what he said.
Yeah, or Dimitri's, and we don't know your side yet. I'd still like to discuss a few things with Whelm, but I'll see if I can talk through Plowman. Maybe I'm still a bit unsure what's going on here. So okay, that's all good. As long as he's got a good home as well, I suppose. I'm a bit disappointed, but things happen. I'm still alive. That's the main thing. So
It's not a breakup consciously.
I don't know if it's still alive is the appropriate term.
Well, I'm not with a dagger in the back of my head now, which is a good sign. So, and while I still hold a gnomish piece of crap, I've got a hammer. That's good. I can protect you, and I can help the party out. So, and hopefully we don't have a master assassin that wants to kill us all. So I think we might be alright out of this whole thing. Look at the positive signs. Anyway, that's good. I'm just gonna sit down next to Dimitri while we wait at the gate.
Retune your pack. So bring back the connection to your stuff.
Yeah, I suppose I've already my do
So it
my
takes an
metal
hour to
armor.
get connection to it again.
Yeah, metal armor, shield, and bag of holding at the moment. I'm not attuning to the hammer. I'm just wearing the hammer. So
You can be attuned to 4 things.
I was going to say, so anything you don't attune to a fourth thing?
No, I don't want to touch the gnome. I'm not really that close to the gnome hammer, so
It does have dwarven design in the gnomish make.
it does, and it's got created by dwarves, created by gnomes. So I feel a bit half on it, the whole thing. I've just read what you put onto it, Martin. I thought, but I'm still unsure about that at the moment. So because I know if I attune to it, I get 2 extra damage dice when it's a target when thrown, and it automatically goes back to my hand, so I can actually throw it multiple times too. So, but I know that, but I'm still unsure about that yet. So I'm still uncertain about that component of it all. But yeah. But now the only question I had for you, Martin, which I can't remember, did we have a special thing for the helmet at all or not?
We did, but we'll get back to that.
Okay, cool. That's cool. That's what I thought might be my 4th item, but we'll talk about later.
Okay, so you spend the hour, and then we have Little Miss and Chum having taught Chum many ways of cheating at dice.
Have I learned the deception skill? Probably not.
Which always end up with Little Miss winning the pot.
Okay, you now have.
But at least I'm showing. At least I'm showing
sticks.
you how. Yeah, I was
very
happy not to
valuable
be paying
sticks.
for your money.
They have been chewed by me personally.
You mean you're not playing with little gold tiles?
No.
No, God no. No, I told him fair and square. I was going to show him how to cheat at dice. I wasn't going to take advantage.
See? Teamwork.
Okay, so then you hear the. Are you in the room with the portal? With the
Those of us
statues?
who've gone through.
No, the ones who stayed behind.
Okay. I would have thought the library was probably more comfortable.
Okay.
For Dimitri.
In which case, they have a hard time telling the passing of time. Because there are no windows, there are no timekeepers. And they sort of just have to guess at when they think the time's up.
Yeah, we'll give it a go. We think. It might have been a little bit longer. We are a little bit addicted to the gold.
Okay, do you go and tell the others you're going to the portal before you leave? Who are busy digging a hole, a diggy hole?
Diggy hole. Hi ho, it's digging gold we go.
Hang on, the only dwarves should be singing this song, thank you. Leave the dwarves.
It was originally Harvin.
Okay, I'll let you go. I'm not there because I can't really have a go at you about it.
Hey, from a dwarf's perspective, the best use of a halfling is basically being told what to do.
That's true, very true. But I have a different opinion of halflings right now, so I can't take that. I'm a bit more...
I know, I'm teasing you.
Yes, okay. I know. If I had Whelm, I would have a bit more of attitude with it, but also I realised that I could die in one stroke of my girlfriend's little dagger flick, and I don't really want to go through that. So one death's enough for a week. So.
Let's be honest, though. Are you going to really hold off on killing yourself long enough for her to get to you?
As long as nasty stuff is nowhere near me, I should be okay. So it should be all good.
Okay, so you start heading towards the portal, and you see that the portal is all lit up, meaning it's probably been active for a while. Jeremy, you realise that no one's actually, responded yet. It's been over an hour.
Oh, is that bad?
Did we, or has Dimitri ascertained as to whether or not it's a 1 hour activation each way or both ways?
You believe it is a 1 hour activation each way. So if you were to go through it one way, you'd have to wait an hour before you go back the other way.
Yeah. Okay, in which case then, yes. He'll give it a bit longer. He'll give him say 90 minutes after it.
Okay, so you wait about 90 minutes before going back through?
Well, like after 90 minutes, if they haven't come in, then you're going back in, yes.
Okay, so, yes, Jeremy, you come through the portal just as they're walking up.
You had trouble getting through?
That's the tea, Grace.
Oh, sorry, what's happening?
So basically, as you were about to go out, Dimitri comes in and says, you're having trouble getting out? You can forget the password?
No, but you've just made us have to wait another hour.
Well, that's because you're already half an hour overdue.
Well, I guess you got to wait with us now.
Okay. Yeah, yep, well, okay. So, why were you late?
Why were you early?
Oh, we got distracted.
Distracted.
We were doing important things.
I'll be most interested to hear while we wait for the portal to open.
You wait here in the library.
Oh, well, I can show you too.
Mm-hmm.
She pulls out her dice and proceeds to show you how to cheat at dice.
Here or in the library?
Oh, near the portal.
Okay.
Well, Dimitri said you played out waiting an hour in the portal in the library.
Oh, okay. Well, wherever. It doesn't matter to Little Mouse.
After what seems like 2 hours,
Yep.
we head back.
Okay, so Bradshaw, how long does Bradshaw wait before he goes after them in the portal? You're just sort of sitting there with Raya, who seems to be ignoring you.
I'm calling out for Bruce the whole time. Bruce, yeah, Bruce.
Raya points out that the pittance is still in the door, keeping it shut so people can't get in here while we're there. And you're calling attention to the fact that we're here. And this smacks you on the back of their head. With a trident.
I like to count. So this little thing wants to hit me with his trident.
Rye is an elf, so Rye is quite tall.
Oh, that's right. Sorry, I'm thinking. That's right. And I'm going, really? Okay. So you've got a little trident now. You think you're powerful now. Is that what you think?
Just looks at you down. Rye just looks at you down his nose and says, "I never had to imagine I was more powerful."
Because you were useless before. So yeah.
I just stabbed myself in the back of the head with a dagger.
Well, that's a different matter. I'm still trying to work that one out. Yeah. So anyway, but
and you said you're so afraid of daggers, you actually killed yourself with a dagger you found yourself.
Look, I didn't realise dagger was going to do that to me. I'm still trying to work out how it all happened.
Well, it was reach behind, shove, and then disappear.
Yeah, I'm still trying to work out how they'll link together and what forced me to do that. But that's still another thing for another day. So let's just bygones be bygones. I'm happy to forget the whole situation and move on.
And please don't, call people to us while there's only two of us here, and I don't really want you to be the only mutual.
Get off your little soft little horse. Look, we can handle ourselves. We don't need those other ones to come and fix this thing. You got Bradshaw
Still
here.
a hammer that we can handle ourselves.
Yes. So I said, anyway, why do we lock the door anyway? Was there stuff out there that we didn't kill or something? I wouldn't be surprised, I wasn't here to fix it all up as usual. So,
well, you haven't explored any of this level. You have no idea where you're going. I could, open the door, let you out, then shut the door again. If you'd like to explore and, make sure it's all safe for everyone else, being the mighty warrior you are.
Good. Open the door. I'll stand outside and wait for you guys to get your act together. And I'll do that. I actually break the door down. I don't even worry about the pins in the door. I'll break the door down, leave an open door, and I'll just stand outside.
Oh, come on. Fail a strength check. Please.
Give me a strength check.
Strength check?
Yep.
Yeah, something went to this all night. That's a plus 10, I think. Plus 8. Yeah, look at that. Oh, so that's bad. I thought it was going to be. It's a 16.
Okay, you hit the door with the hammer and it bounces.
Take 2.
Shitty gnomish hammer.
That's a better roll. You can guess, Martin. We don't need to say anything. Yeah, that's a 1.
Yeah.
I want to.
Okay, roll damage.
Roll damage on myself?
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I suppose that's going to happen.
Well, no, more importantly, damage on the hammer. You just broke the gnomish hammer.
Well, it's a magical hammer, so it's all good. That's a... That's 14 total.
Okay, you managed to hit the door squarely and it rebounds and hits you square in the nose. You hear this cracking sound as your nose breaks.
Did I do this before? Did I break my nose before? Was that my tongue?
You severed your tongue last time.
Well, I was going to say, at least this time you hit yourself in the front of the head, not the back of the head.
I fall over and just lace the back of my back, and I just, with the hammer still right a bit into my face, and I fall asleep.
Roy looks over and goes, "Yeah, stand outside the door as usual."
Yeah.
You hear that as you fall unconscious.
Yes, I do. That's a good deal.
Hopefully I'm doing Stefan some justice. Okay, so over an hour later, the other guys come back.
Dimitri has a good sense of time. He was ready there at about the 50-minute mark.
Yep. Okay, so about an hour. You're there as the portal reactivates.
I'll still be on the floor, still unconscious.
And you...
So how many people have we still got on this side at the moment now?
5.
So, yep. Yep. So who's going through this time?
I believe it was you, Chum, and Little Miss, while the others were still digging a hole.
Well, Dimitri's actually encouraging the others to go through, and he'll wait to ensure that people don't lose track of time.
Or forget the code word.
So and so he would say he'd be suggesting that Plumman and Nasty Stump and Little Miss be the ones to go through.
We do know that Little Miss and Playman, Little Miss and Dimitri, and Raya are the ones who seem to have gotten the word correct to open the portal, whereas Nasty kept messing it up. Playman didn't pick it up, and I believe Chum also didn't get it right.
Okay.
Oh no, he did get it right.
Which is what,
Someone else
I'm
didn't agree.
recommending that it be Plumman, Nasty Stump, and Little Miss that go through on this level, this round,
Yeah.
leaving
Okay.
Chum and Dimitri to go through at the next hour.
So are you guys happy to go through?
Yep.
Okay, as you go through the portal and peer on the other side, with a nice little crackling sound, you then see Bradshaw lying on his back with blood all over his face and a hammer stuck where his nose is supposed to be.
And Raya sitting off cross-legged to the side meditating.
Yep. As you come through, Raya just mentions he's just resting.
Again.
Still unconscious, no one's woke me up yet.
Does anyone wish to do something to assist? Oh, that's right. Arroya turns to Nasty and says, I think he needs some medical attention.
Yeah.
I pull out my rapier and walk towards him.
Check his hands.
Martin, don't you do this to me. Please don't, Martin. No.
So, Martin,
Yeah.
I've got all my constructy stuff because I make, legs and things.
Yep.
One would assume part of that kit would be like a piece of charcoal or paint or something for drawing lines.
Yep.
Can I start drawing lines on his hand, like etching dotted lines across his wrists?
Yep.
No reason.
Okay, so while he's doing that, what would anyone else like to do?
Don't forget to also draw the moustache on his mouth, his head, and there.
But I don't want to cut off a mustache.
You've got to stop encouraging people, Martin. Really, stop doing that.
You've got to stop leaving them the openings.
As I told Grace, I said, when I won the roll of one,
hands, like, I'm getting really worried now. Do I have to cut off the hand now? What's happening?
Ray says, well, why don't we wait and see if he wakes up, and if he doesn't wake up, you can cut his hands off.
Okay, I'll wait. And I'm really earnest here because I want to show that my hand cutting skills are for good. So I'm just going to sit there and wait. Can I have like a held action to chop off the hand if he doesn't wake up by a time that I dictate?
Can I do a constitution save, Martin?
Sure.
I don't. Cool. Okay. This is strong. So many levels. Okay. Okay. That's a 22. Must be better than 1.
Okay, your eyes open. They are covered in blood.
Oh, well, that's nice.
And you can see a half a hammer sticking out of where your nose used to be.
Oh.
Do you need me to chop off your hand? I'm ready.
What the? No,
I said
I'm
you
okay.
needed medical attention. I'm here. What's going on?
Okay, I just hit myself in the face with a hammer. Looks like it. I'm okay.
Ryan calls out,
You're
it's
okay?
still there.
Okay.
You
Pull
want me
the
to
hammer
chop
out of
it
my.
out?
No, it's all good. I'll pull it out. It's all good.
Strength
Hammer
check.
out of my phone. Strength check. Hammer out of the face. Really?
Yeah.
That's a 23.
There's this nice popping sound as it comes out. It's quite spectacular. There's a bit of a spray of blood as well.
Oh, that's going to hurt later. Oh, it's all good. Yeah, I'm okay. Thanks for the offer, Nasty, but I should be okay. I don't think I need to get any... but thank you for at least caring about me and appreciate. And I start looking at, go and make sure everything's okay. I look at these dots on my hand going, what's the dots on the hand for?
You also notice...
That stuff's just my construction stuff. It washes off with urine, okay?
Urine.
And you do notice that your voice is a bit higher pitched and you don't seem to have a nose.
Just a smash nose, I assume.
Yeah, you sort of smashed it inwards.
Yeah.
You're a bit nasally.
it's okay.
My friend, I can help you with this. I've had many broken nose. Hold still.
You reset his nose?
Plummet very roughly maneuvers his nose into place.
Medicine check. With advantage.
I'll roll a 1. Come on.
Don't do a 1.
Or a double one.
No double ones. Come on. Don't do this, Plowman.
Stand by. Why am I rolling? Sorry, did somebody say it advantage?
Yeah, I gave you advantage because you're letting it hurt a lot.
Okay, stand by. Yeah, where is it? Mark. For your medicine check. My God. 15!
There's this big snapping sound as you manage to squish it back into place, and you never heard a dwarf squeal so loudly as he makes a Constitution save.
Oh, you're totally gonna pass out.
I get my rapier.
Oh, fuck this dice. Seriously. Fuck this dice.
Haven't you already got rid of that dice?
Is that the one you threw at the wall?
No, that one doesn't even... I haven't left that next to the wall right now. So... That was a 1.
Yeah.
No advantage at all. Nothing. No.
So, what would you like to do with that? After screaming pain, what do you do?
Hang on. We have one more luck token tonight, right?
Yeah, we do.
I'm going to have to take advantage of it. Take the tuck. I've got to use it.
Lucky's gone. Roll again. If you get a 1, it's going to be bad.
No, it's a 15 plus 7 is 22. So.
Okay. You do this, nice dwarven howl with this high-pitched voice for a while.
Okay.
You finish your other thing? Yeah, so we will be having a Stefan join us.
Yeah. Oh, Stefan's joined us now, is he?
Yeah.
After he forced me to smash my face in with a hammer. Thanks, Stefan. Really appreciate it.
Oh, I've got to have something good to come into.
Hey, you told me I should chop off his hand. Should I still do it?
Well, it'll save you with a dagger in the back of your
Your
head.
collection. I'm not paying you per hand, you know.
Well, I did for you say that Bradshaw needed his medical attention. And left it open. Bradshaw had managed to knock himself out with a hammer trying to open the door.
And certainly, if Dimitri had been there and seen the result of Bradshaw's actions, he could quite legitimately say that, well, if you chop his hands off, he'll be safer.
Is he there to say that?
No. He was on the next trip. The king could be, because first he puts a dagger in the back of his head, and then he puts a hammer in the front of his head. If he didn't have hands, that wouldn't have happened.
Hey, look, I'm just taking one for the team here. Get all the ones out of the road. Get them all out of the road when we don't need them, and it's all good. So,
okay.
Anyway,
you arrive after another hour. The other two arrive because Jeremy hustles them along.
Yep.
And now you're all there.
Dimitri had come, so yes.
And you see a Bradshaw covered in blood.
But the pittance is still in the door?
Yep.
Has anyone actually got blood on their hands?
No.
Me? I would, yeah. Broken nose.
Oh, yeah, that's right, you did. You fixed his nose.
Yeah, but did you clean your hands up afterwards?
No, he's not coronavirus responsible.
In which case then, okay, noting Bradshaw's bloody nose and his bloody fist, I'll mention, so Bradshaw, yes. Continuing to make friends, I see.
What with doors?
And fists, apparently.
And fists.
Well, okay.
let's forget about this day and all the previous things before I killed myself. Let's just get through this dungeon, and I just want to be home and have a beer, okay? So, I'm just not feeling the best moods right now.
And while you're saying that, you hear some words come through from your fiancé. Saying, my brother's been missing in the area somewhere near you. Can you please, get back to me about him?
Now, I feel unfair about this whole thing, Martin, because I have no responsibility for the death of this.
I know.
Okay.
And how would you like to respond?
System, have you?
Well, is it a sending spell or something?
It is a sending spell.
Okay, I reply to her saying, hey, I was teleported somewhere, and when I woke up, seems like your brother tried to save me somehow. I don't know, but didn't seem to work out. All I know, unfortunately, your brother...
They get cut off fairly soon,
Beep,
doesn't it?
beep,
They come off
beep,
with a
beep,
unfortunately, your brother, and that's when I end it. Okay, so if that's 25 words, I'll just go there and go. And if I get a reply, then I'll reply back that he has passed away. So.
Yeah, she only do one every few days. She doesn't have it daily.
Okay, I'll wait for the next day. I'll go. Hey guys, my girlfriend just contacted me and wants to know what's going on with the brother. I didn't quite tell the last bit of he's passed away. Any wording suggestions I might want to do when she calls me back?
Yeah, I
have
performed surgery, but
been-
unfortunately the patient didn't make it.
Okay.
I have
okay.
a fantastic suggestion for you.
Yes.
My suggestion, find a cloak of invisibility, hide in cave for the rest of your life.
That's fine, I'll talk to her. I'm really good at letting people know bad news.
No, you're not. Stop talking.
It's fine, I'm good.
No, you're not.
Okay, I'm just looking between both you guys, just looking back and forth, going, Dimitri. I'm just going to tell him the truth that she passed away. He passed away in unfortunate circumstances, and that's it. Do you think that's a good idea?
No, we should tell her what happened. She should know.
Okay, we'll tell exactly what happened.
Yeah, I will.
Okay. Well, she's going to ask me first, then she's going to probably come and visit us. So, when she's here in person, I'll get you to explain it to her. Okay?
Okay, sounds good.
Okay. Okay, cool. And I'll wait for the... I'm very nervous too myself, and I'm going to wait till the next session for the next one. Yeah.
We're in danger.
And thank you for those comments, David. Appreciate it.
Oh yeah, David. The mentions to you that Bradshaw needs to now have another fate ruled for him because he's used up his last fate. He now needs a new one.
By wrought, do you mean like wrought iron? You hit it to make it? Because I can do that.
No, he says with his permission, I can do a divination for him and determine how he shall die next.
Well, I don't think that will help him, but let's give it a go.
Well, it is a standard thing all dwarves know. They all know how they're expected to die.
Hey, Bradshaw.
Yes?
So, you remember how you were told about the dagger and the buy a friend thing and the death thing?
Yeah.
Yeah, so Will wants to tell you your demise again because you used up the last one very stupidly.
Can you tell Will, can we not discuss this today? Maybe give me at least a day to get all this information in my head and maybe let me have a think about it, because right now I don't really want to know how I'm going to die again. I think I've had enough go through my head right now for a little bit.
If you don't know how you're going to die, you won't be able to rush towards it.
No, I don't need to know.
You've just
die.
been spending all your life until this point rushing towards that dagger.
Dimitri, just shut up, please. Anyway,
A dwarf?
Plowman, tell Wilm that while the offer is nice of him to do that, I will gratefully deny at the moment, and if I do require that, I'll let him know by you, okay?
Can I just put the dagger in his hand really quickly and say maybe you need to meditate on it?
No, you don't. No.
No, I've done it.
There is a dagger in your hand. You see the dagger that claimed your life in your
Hang on.
hands.
I want to roll a dexterity save on this one. I don't believe he would. He's got a stealthily roll into my hand, thank you.
Okay,
I'm
give
not
me
gonna that
a pickpocket roll.
Me?
Okay, pickpocket.
Yep, pickpocket versus perception.
What's pickpocket show up as?
It is sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Slaughter.
Sleight of hand. Okay. Okay. Yep.
What was your
22.
22 versus your perception?
13.
Okay, so you look down, you have a bloody dagger in your hands. You remember this
Is this
bloody
a dagger
dagger.
I see before me?
This is a dagger you remember, well, you have it etched in your brain.
Out, damn spot.
Can I drop that straight away, or do I have to do a check, I suppose, first?
Sure,
Check
give me a
first or
check.
Shit. Okay. Wisdom, I assume, too?
It is wisdom.
There is no wisdom involved in this.
This is fucked. This is fucked, guys. Seriously.
You picked a low wisdom character.
Oh, fuck this chicken.
Another one.
How those donuts treating you there, Mark?
Oh, I don't know where it's gone in the house, but it's gone somewhere. That's a 1, man. Let's say 2 total.
Okay, you believe that this dagger is your best friend. It is the one and true thing that you love the most in the world.
And there you go, you see, it's your friend that did it.
Okay.
And it's your blood on the dagger. So it knows you well.
Oh, fuck. Okay, there goes my life again. Okay. I'll roll the character for next session. Okay, gotcha.
You don't kill yourself, you just now got this dagger that you now value above everything else.
But that
Much better than that gnomish hammer. Or any other hammer.
Well, wish I'd be trained in daggers, I'd be happy, but I'm not.
I never said you had to use it in combat, because you do value the dagger above everything else, and it has your blood on it. You wouldn't want to taint it with someone else's.
No, I
It even
wouldn't
comes
do
with a
that.
helmet sheath for safekeeping.
It does.
I'll put it safekeeping in the bag of holding. Is that okay?
You mean you want to have it in another dimension away from you? When it's your most precious thing in the world?
I'll put it on my belt somewhere. Yeah.
Well, Dimitri, if he sees you start putting it into the bag of holding, he'll say, that would be a bad idea.
Why?
An unsheathed blade inside a magic bag? Not a good thing.
He might go pop.
Well, it will go pop.
Will it?
Yeah, you can destroy a bag by putting a sharp item into it.
Oh, can I?
It
Okay,
causes
sorry.
a massive explosion, doesn't it?
It can.
Always
Well, not normally like an explosion, just it sucks everything into the astral plane.
Yeah.
Based on Will's save, I don't think I would do that. I'll probably just, attach it to my belt and look at it and go, oh, what a nice dagger. Go.
You feel nice and happy with it on you. You feel very blissful.
I feel very blissful.
Yeah.
See, you feel better already. You're welcome.
Life is awesome.
I feel a bit crazy in the eyes, but I'm okay, yeah. So, not quite with it 100%, but yeah, I'm there. So
Maybe I should be a psychiatrist too.
sure.
Look, as I've said before, we can get you the training when we get back. For now, we'll just get through this.
Yes. Where are we heading back home now, or we still go through the dungeon?
We still have significant areas to explore.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
Many places to find things to stab yourself with.
Yes, thank you, mate.
Well, I wouldn't want you to feel left
Just
out.
let it go. Let it go.
Okay. Unfortunately, you stuck it in your belt instead.
That's true. I'm just going to stay there for a bit.
Okay, so you're wandering through the dungeon?
Well,
Places you haven't been before?
We can remove the pittance,
Mm.
and then we can come out through the doorway and do the right-hand turn to go down the passageway which Dimitri had started to go down when the rest of the party came across the fire mantis in this room.
I know, I've got it on the map in front of me. I'm looking at it.
After Dimitri had told them that there's significant magic in that door.
But Dimitri always says, I told you so.
Absolutely.
He says I told you so before he tells you.
But he still keeps hanging around with us, so he's okay.
Okay, so you head into a room. I'm assuming you're using your goggles of night.
I am.
How about the other two? Well, there is only one actually. The other goggles are in a sarcophagus.
You need to you should have searched Dr. Dark, guys. There's a lot of good stuff there.
I stabbed him a lot. Does that count?
You searched him on the inside, not the outside.
Fair enough.
Common cannot see.
I can see with my dark vision, so.
And Little Miss can see with her dark vision too.
Oh, she's got it now, does she?
Yep. Yeah, at the moment.
Congratulations.
No.
No.
Commiserations, I believe it is. She's a little too dwarven for her liking.
Oh, okay.
She still speaks dwarven.
Yeah, that is kind of awkward.
Okay, so for those of you who can see, those of you who can't will need a light source.
Wow. Goggles of night.
Yep, you hear the tune and of the clicking of Chum using his goggles.
Well, again, that means that Dimitri makes it easier for Dimitri to hide.
Yeah, but the hair is coming from a mile over those things.
That's right, he's the distraction.
Okay, so you head in. Those who can see head into the room, and you see a water at the far end. This room is slick with moisture. It's a natural cavern about 40 feet wide and 50 feet long, with several natural irregular niches and cracks lining the west wall. To the north, the cavern extends, although it's occupied by a pool of clear water. Though with the dark vision, you can't actually see through the water.
No. So, but nothing else in the room other than a pool at the other end?
Nothing but a pool at the other end.
Okay. Dimitri will signal the others to come forward with their light and they can have a look around the room.
Yep.
I feel like there's going to be a spirit in here because it has a dolls.
Okay, so you've lit the room up and now everyone can see it, and then there's a pool at the far end. This seems to be a dead-end corridor. Though above the pool, you can see a shaft going above, up into the area above.
How far up?
Okay, it goes fairly far up. Goes up to the next level above.
So at least 30 feet.
At least 30 feet.
And how high is the ceiling at this point?
About 40 feet. I say about 10 feet. 10 feet. It's not a huge ceiling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, okay. Now, thinking about the map, so we'll obviously do a bit of a search around this area, make sure there's no other natural chasms or passages that are just around the corner that were not visible. And then, is there anywhere on this level that we know of that we haven't looked at?
Not that I know of. Oh no, there are a couple. You know that there is an area down to the south.
Yeah, okay.
That leads into what was listed as Ragnar's place.
Yeah. So, okay, assuming we don't find anything more here.
So it is 40 feet up to a ceiling.
Okay, and how big the opening?
Opening is 4 foot wide, and it is closed.
Oh, okay, so it's actually got a cover in it, okay?
It is covered by stone. Appears to be stone plates.
Oh, okay. But anyway,
basically, you think it from the look of it, it looks to be you're looking at the bottom of a trap.
Oh, the bottom of the trap.
Yeah. Or a trapdoor, anyway.
Yeah.
So, well, obviously, okay, so that's a manner to get out. Of course, it looks like it'd be easy to go back through the well that we came down into the troglodytes area. But assuming we don't find anything else of interest in here, with the light, is there anything in the pool?
So that was where you were.
Yep.
You basically came around, and that was the area going up.
Yeah, with the pool.
Yep, with the pool.
Yep.
And going around here that was where the bats were.
Yep.
Including the portal. That was where the family of troglodytes were.
Yep.
That was where that secret stash was that you didn't want to find.
Yep.
Down here is where the well is going up.
Yep.
And you have been in that top area there. So that was the room you went through. You haven't been south.
Yep. So, okay. So basically, have a look in the pool. With the light at the pool's not going to have anything in it. We know how deep it is.
You hold light over the pool. The pool. So it's getting the right link. It appears to be about 8 feet deep.
Okay. And so you can see the bottom. It's fairly clear and nothing to see.
It is. It is fairly clear.
Okay. Then.
Unhesitated there. Is there anything to see?
It was more that someone was trying to message me at the same time. I was making sure it wasn't important.
Okay, cool.
Because
That was game related too.
Sometimes I get people sending me messages in game instead of telling me they're sending me a message. So,
Mark, stop telling him to kill my character.
Keep telling him to kill his character.
I wouldn't do that to you. I wouldn't do that to you, Emrys. I wouldn't even think about it.
Okay, so perception check for
You don't know
looking.
how to send a chat message.
Perception check for looking in the water. Anyone who wants to look in?
Yeah.
It is a clear pool.
18.
20.
No.
Anyone who gets a 15 and higher sees that there is a scroll case at the bottom of the water.
I am too busy looking at the ceiling.
I am not. I'm too busy guarding.
So
That is a nice ceiling.
Dimitri will.
I rolled 19 and then stuff, so...
Yes, you did notice.
Dimitri will be. Okay. He'll use a dagger and just swirl the water for a moment and make sure that it doesn't seem to react anything to the metal on the dagger.
Okay, as you swirl the dagger in the water, you see frost start appearing on your dagger.
The water's a bit colder than it looks, huh?
It is.
It's 8 feet, right?
Yep.
Can I use a couple of pieces of metal in my stump arm that still has a bit of a mechanism on it to try and reach in and grab it?
I don't think you have 8 feet worth of stump.
Yeah, fair enough.
You weren't that tall.
I still have my glaive.
Mm-hmm.
It's significantly more than 8 feet.
Okay. So, how do you use a glaive to recover a scroll case?
No idea, but you were looking for a stump, so
I'm sure you
for
can
an 8-foot stump.
I'm sure you can stab or poke it quite successfully.
I'll be perfectly honest with you, not my problem. I hand over the glaive for somebody else to fuck it up.
Okay. So if we
Dimitri-
put the stump
Dimitri's
over
gonna
the
cast
glaive,
Mage Hand
and I
and
tie
try
it
and pick
right
it
to
up.
the mechanism.
Nice one, Dimitri.
What was that, Jeremy?
I'll cast Mage Hand and try and pick it up.
Okay.
I can't remember what the requirements are in 15 Mage Hand, what it can do or not do, but...
While I look that up, could Nasty make a crafting roll of some sort?
16 plus, what would that be, dexterity?
I'll make it dexterity.
Yep, so... 18?
Okay, so you start spending some time strapping stuff to the glaive. You basically crimping things onto it, making it nice and tight, And you're ready. You get over to the pool, and you see Dimitri walking away from the pool.
What's wrong?
Yeah, so, yeah, there should be no reason why Maycan couldn't pick it up.
No reason at all.
Oh, you've already gotten it. Son of a bitch.
But you've got this nice handy contraption.
Yeah.
Can I have my glaive back, please?
Yeah, I give it back and say it's better now.
What did you do?
It's got a stump hand on the end with multiple tools.
It does.
That can be activated by a string, so you could technically stab it into someone and then get it to like flex out and stuff.
I remove the modifications.
It's going to take you a while.
I can do it while I walk.
Do you have a toolkit?
Okay. No. You just put the glaive through a wooden door. That'll remove the modifications.
Look, I'll deal with this later.
I suggested there's a good wooden door over there, the one that we took the stuff out of. So you try that one. It did a very good job on my nose.
Mm-hmm. We'll deal with this later.
Okay. It's also now awkward to carry because it's not well balanced anymore.
Oh, fuck this, I put it through a door.
or just scrape it on the wall as you walk along.
Nope.
Okay, so give me a strength check.
Yep.
My god, roll a 1.
Martin,
Yeah.
before I put it through a wall, due to the fact that I'm very angry about the modifications done to the weapon that I am the absolute most trained in, and can do almost as much damage with as these artifacts, I enrage.
Okay, you go into rage.
Yes.
Good news, I got 20.
You got 20? Okay, you...
Bad news. Stumpy was between you and the door.
Okay, so you watch as he tests your new contraption on the stone wall by stabbing it into the wall and then leaving most of your contraption behind as he walks off happily.
That's not how it works.
You can hear this ripping and grinding sound as he pulls out the glaive, leaving behind bits trailing behind him as he walks.
I not sheathe, but re-secure the glaive to my back.
There is still some wires dangling off it here and there, but you'll get that later.
That's okay.
I cry a little bit and then just leave.
It is about about 5 feet up the wall. Still there if you want it.
Nah, it's all good.
So you're now a nasty stump less.
Yep.
Okay.
I'm trying to help people.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so you start heading down to areas unknown.
Mm-hmm.
Do you want to head to the room you saw in the middle, or to the area you saw that was supposed to be Rogan's area?
Well, the room in the middle, we're probably still going back to, if we're going back to the well anyway. So we'll just keep heading southwards at this stage towards Rogan's area.
Okay. Give
So
me...
I'm assuming Dimitri's leading. He's being careful and stealthy and watching out for any traps or other mechanisms or devices that might interrupt their travel.
Well, give me a perception roll to see if you notice the secret door you're expecting. You have advantage because you're expecting a secret door. You saw it on the map.
Yep. 24.
Yes, it's exactly where we're supposed to be.
Okay, I will check for traps on the secret door.
Mm-hmm.
19.
Doesn't appear to have any traps on it.
Does it appear to be locked?
It is not locked. It is a push door. So if you push weight in the right spot, it just pivots open.
Okay then. I will push to open the door while I'm off to one side slightly so that if anything comes through, It's not coming straight at me.
Okay, so as you push the door open, a blast of stale air goes in towards the rest of the party. Beyond is a rough-hewn cavern, perhaps 30 feet in diameter. The floor is occupied by rank upon rank of reddish clay warriors depicted in wicker armor and helms. Each of the unmoving guards sports a human visage and holds a shield and mace at its side. Along the opposite wall is a sealed iron door.
So these appear to be made of a red clay type material, do they? As opposed to the wax material that was at the guarding the treasure room.
They are.
I go and tap one knee.
You go and tap one knee.
Oh yeah, a knee of one of them because that's like at head height for me.
Okay, so you tap one knee, you hear a crack.
I walk quietly away like I didn't do it.
Okay, so where do you walk?
Backwards.
Okay. And what would anyone else like to do?
Okay. Well, Dimitri was waiting at the entrance for taking a look inside first. Obviously, Nicely Stop went straight in. Don't know about the others.
I have popcorn.
So there's no reaction other than a cracking sound when you tap one of them.
Only the cracking sound.
Approximately what kind of numbers are we talking about?
You're looking at 4 ranks of 16.
About 16 of them, okay. And how big was the room?
The room was about 20 by 20.
Okay, so there's probably not a lot of space between or around the statues, but Dimitri will step in and immediately go off to the side and aim to walk down the left-hand side of the room towards the other door.
Yep.
So, watching the statues for any movement. Right.
Okay, so you look. You reach the door. The statues don't move.
Okay. I will examine the door to see if there's any apparent traps or mechanisms on it.
Give me an investigate roll.
No, there's nothing on it. It's all good. Total of 8 with my +7.
Okay, it's so good you don't even notice a door handle. There's just a slot in the door.
Yep. Does the door appear to be locked?
It appears to be locked.
Okay, I will attempt to unlock the door.
Okay.
27.
As you do so, you hear, "Foolish mortals! Only God can open this portal," and then it clicks open.
Was that only guards?
Only foolish mortal. Only the guard can open this portal.
Only the guard. Right.
And then you open the portal.
Yep.
You see some stairs leading down.
Okay. The guard didn't react to the portal opening?
They did not.
Okay. Can I see the end of the stairs from the top?
You can see another door. So the stairs go down to a passage, and the passage goes off to a door.
Okay. I will check to ensure that the stairs are not trapped as we go down, and head towards the other door. So 15 looking for traps. So,
okay, walking and going down here, you can tell no one's been down here in what appears to be centuries. There are no footprints, there's dust, but everything is smooth. This was made a lot better than most of the rest of the place.
How long's it been since Zalago and whatever his name was,
And
were
Rogar.
around?
Couple of centuries.
Oh, okay. So I had in my head that it was like a much shorter period than that. So
Had been a while.
cool. Okay. Are others behind me at the moment? Have others been following me?
I'd
Nope.
assume so.
The assumption is they're following you.
Happy with that. I mean, either way, it doesn't bother me too much. It was more just confusing.
Maybe
Okay.
if you do something,
I
drop
will,
it to non-existence.
So,
Check the cats on the door and
I'm following.
so the
sure
steps
you are.
descend to a stone door. Beyond is a large hall about 25 feet wide and about 50 feet long, bathed in soft luminescence from several flickering torches. The torches are not giving off any smoke or sparks. The ceiling is 15 feet overhead and the floor is smooth polished stone, although covered with a thick layer of dust. At the far end of the room is a massive black throne, nearly 10 feet wide, with flared back almost as high. Mounted on the top of the throne is a dragon's skull. On the back walls are numerous weapons mounted for display, swords in various sizes, spears, pole arms, and a variety of axes all represented.
That's right.
What would you like to do?
the can't remember in my head then, but I've forgotten that again. But basically, the room appears to be empty except for the throne at the other end.
Yep.
And the weapons behind it.
And the weapons behind it on the wall.
Okay. Dimitri will step in, and again. Oh, that's what I was good to hear before. So yeah, looking at the lights, the torches in the wall.
Yep.
Dimitri recognised them as continual flame effects.
They are continual flame effects.
Cool,
There are
copy
6
that.
of them in the wall.
Yep. Are they something that can be removed?
They are something you can remove.
They're actually torches in a sconce. Cool.
They are. You'd have to basically break them off the wall, but you could technically.
Oh, okay, right. So they are designed to be a permanent fixture in that sense. Yeah.
They are.
Well, Dimitri's certainly not suggesting breaking them. He's going to go into the room then, and again, moving off towards the left-hand side of the room.
Yep.
And taking a look back at the walls around the room and things like that, as he moves carefully down the side towards the other end.
Yep. Is anyone going with him?
I am.
Yes, absolutely. Meat Shield, Dimitri Meat Shield is here.
Who's not going with him then?
Or who's waiting at the doorway? Apparently no one.
Yes.
So, as no one's spoken up, you're all heading in.
No, sorry guys, I was in the other room. I'm going to stay at the door.
Is anyone going to stay with you
leading
at the
from the
door?
front again.
No, I'm going to cover the back, cover the rear.
I'm sure they'll remember that speech.
I'm looking after the smart guy.
I'm being cautious. We may as well go in.
Okay, so Bradshaw's by himself as everyone else goes in.
Yep.
Typical dwarf.
Okay, so
So-
could everyone
Did
please?
anyone get to the throne and the weapons at the other end of the room before Dimitri? Dimitri's being cautious, going down, examining the walls, basically looking for secret doors and things like that on the way down.
Always find traps. I reckon
think
you
I'll touch a
set
few.
traps and then find them.
So you want to rush ahead and touch a few?
I just think they look cool. Like, what type of sword weapons are there? I feel like I should touch them.
Okay, so when you reach the throne, everyone gets to make a dexterity saving throw,
Why does that not surprise me?
except for Bradshaw, who's out of the room.
Yeah, Bradshaw knows what's going to happen.
Oh, yay.
Oh, cat. Okay, that's cocked because the cat tried to eat it.
17.
Alright, let's try again. Ha!
18 for Dimitri.
19.
And what about Little Miss?
Grace, you're me.
Shit, I was on mute. I'm sorry. I got 5.
Okay. So
You just didn't want to tell us. That's why you're on mute.
I also got 5.
those of you who got less than 15, you are the ground beneath you tilts, and you go sliding towards the throne, falling off your feet. So let's see what happens.
Those of us who passed, are we still on a tilting floor, but we kept standing?
You are on a tilting floor and you keep standing. So the 2 people who slip take a measly 3 points of bludgeoning damage.
Oh no! No!
Of course, as the floor starts to move, Dimitri immediately warns Nasty Stump, "Don't go forward yet!"
Okay, then the 2 who slipped get to make another dexterity saving throw as the floor continues to tilt.
Oof.
At this point, Bradshaw can no longer see anyone in the room, and the lights cut out.
Uh-oh. You guys okay?
So, that would be, Little Miss needs to make a roll, and whoever else also didn't make the roll.
Yep.
Did you say we took damage?
Yes, 3 points of bludgeoning damage. A whole 3 points.
Okay.
So what did you get on the second dexterity saving throw?
15.
And Grace?
4.
4. Okay, so you both failed. This time taking 8 points of damage. So a 6 on one and 2 ones on the other. So that's not bad. 8 points with half being piercing and half being slashing. As you slam into the pointy end of several weapons mounted on the far wall.
You wanted to investigate them?
That was correct.
I didn't.
Well, you get your own wall. This is mine.
And Jeremy, give me a perception check while they're doing this.
I was going to say, those of us who managed to stay upright, I'm assuming we still have a problem with the floor, but perception of 19.
Okay, so apparently they lifted the angle of the floor perfectly to reach the secret door above where Bradshaw was, but off to the side. You wouldn't have been able to reach it as easily unless someone had, set off the trap.
Cool. So basically, we basically ended up on a sloping floor. Dimitri was able to hang on to the wall and keep his balance because he was next to it and be able to walk up towards the secret door.
That is correct. And with the counterweight on the other end, you've got perfect weight.
Well, before people move then, Dimitri will go and investigate the secret door.
Yep, it is unlocked. And just pushes open.
Okay. He'll push it open and step in because, hey, that floor's probably not sloping. It's probably easier to step on.
So just so you know, that was what the room looks like from the side.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh, nice.
So it was quite an amusing little trap.
So the secret door is actually effectively directly above the entrance. Is that right?
So you got it there, and the secret door was off to the side.
Yeah, but it was on the same wall as the entrance wall.
It was, yes.
Yep.
I still haven't heard back from anyone yet, have I?
No.
Hey guys, you okay in there?
Well, okay. Dimitri, having got himself into the passage above there, will then look back and say, guys, we might want to go this way.
No.
Always happy to follow Dimitri.
Or you might just want to try and rebalance the floor.
You might want to get people off the spikes first.
Are any of the weapons impaled to me nice?
Ow.
Can I walk down the pit and get them?
Very ow.
Yes, you have quite good grace walking down to them. You don't know what this problem is with the slippery floor.
That's right.
It's perfectly stable to you.
I'm just gonna follow Dimitri into the secret room.
And you have no problems pulling him off the spikes that they'd slammed into.
All right. Happy to do that.
So Dimitri, looking back, will note that Bradshaw apparently is not in the room.
Bradshaw's outside going, "Hello guys, what's going on?" No one's answering him, so he's going, "Oh, okay." Oh, and he goes down, leans against the wall, and sits down.
Can
Wait for an
Bradshaw?
answer.
You could hear him.
Is there anything for Bradshaw to see under the floor now?
Just a pit.
Right.
He could jump down into it if he wishes to.
Hey guys, I see a pit there. With my dark vision, can I see anything down there?
It's just an open space.
Okay. There's an empty pit down here, but I don't know where you guys went. Are you okay? Is anyone hurt?
We're good.
Yes.
Just a little holy.
Ow.
Nasty stump set off the trap.
Oh, that's good to see. He's doing a good job then.
Thanks, Stumpy.
You're welcome.
Thanks, Dumpy.
You're welcome.
Well, I've got no way to get up there because my entrance is blocked off completely, I'd say, from what Martin showed me.
Well,
So-
until people walk back up the floor again and put it back down to level.
Once
Yeah, okay.
once the others start walking towards where Jeremy is, the floor levels itself out and you can see Bradshaw.
Oh, hey guys.
And Dimitri, but Dimitri's 10 foot up or whatever, I guess.
Wow. How did get up
You
there,
are
Dimitri?
actually 15 feet up.
15 feet up.
I've never felt so tall.
Well, so Dimitri and Chum are up there at the moment, aren't we? And I think Rio went up too, didn't he?
Raya did.
Yeah.
Raya did, yes.
I was with you.
Do you guys happy enough at the having explored the throne and the weapons? Did you?
Yep. They're very sharp.
That did not look like fun.
Well, it was
Maybe-
very.
So remember, nasty stump. Don't get in front of me.
But you have all the fun.
Well, depending upon your definition of fun.
11 points of stab damage.
Indeed. You see, you had the fun.
Hey, it was 5d6, so you got off quite lightly.
I think so.
So heading on, you come across another door, untrapped, unlocked, that opens to reveal another long hall running north to south. This one only 15 feet wide, but appears to be 50 foot long. The hall is bathed in the flickering illumination of several torches. 4 pairs of statues line the walls of this hall, each depicting a human warrior and each armed with a different weapon. At the far end of the hall is a decorative mural.
So, by just looking into the hall, can I see enough of the statues and of the mural to get any further details without actually getting in yet?
Give me an insight roll.
Like in the statues, I'm particularly interested to confirm whether they're the same person with different weapons. The mule, well, I'm guessing that's 50 feet away, it might be hard to work out. But insight is 14.
Okay, looking at the statues, you do note that all the statues are articulated and while covered in dust, look as if they can move their upper bodies.
What language did the door say that only the guards can open this?
Guard or something?
It said it in Troldaran,
Troldaran?
but a very archaic version of Troldaran.
Okay. So,
Almost didn't sound like it.
in which case then, yeah. Well, how close is the first statue?
It is about 10 feet in.
10 feet in. Okay. As Dimitri starts to enter, he'll call out saying that in Chaldaran that what's his name? Gallagher and was it Rogar?
Mm-hmm.
Is that the name of the other guy?
It is.
It is, yep, okay. Calling out in Chaldaran that yes, Rogar and his guards approach, and he'll go and walk towards the closest, like the first of the statues, and have a closer look at it to see under what circumstance it's going to activate. Assuming it doesn't activate before he gets there.
Okay, so as you step into the room, you hear a interesting sound. Let me see. Echo everywhere as the first two statues start to animate.
Mm-hmm.
And they one has a spear, one has a pike.
A spear and a pike.
Yep.
I'm in danger.
And when you say animate, they just basically rotate in towards Dimitri.
They rotate towards you, but you realize that they can attack anything within 10 feet of them, including you already.
Okay.
They have long reach.
Okay.
Do you wish to retreat?
So, okay, well, as soon as they move, Dimitri will take a step back again. Okay, whether or not they get the chance to attack him, I don't know, but yes.
Okay.
Climate shields in front of Jeremy.
You do? Okay, so as you jump in front of him, a spear and a pike come towards him.
It's appreciated, but really not necessary.
Okay, I just need to check against what it's referring to. Always good to get one of these out. Okay, where are we? It's in here somewhere under F. Maybe.
Not
Check
under G for
reference, you're
Gollum.
going to have a bad time.
Okay, there we go. It's actually not under F, it's under A. For flying sword, apparently.
Oh, obviously.
Now, of course, I should have looked for that. Hey, you did actually find the Rug of Smothering previously, but they got the flying sword there as well, and the shipping for having it returned, because they actually sent me a replacement book when my spine was damaged.
Yeah.
So,
Nice.
okay, so Clayman, you have two swings sent in your direction.
That's not great.
So the first one hits a whole armor class of 11.
That's not going to get there.
And the pike hits an armor class of 20.
Yeah, that is going to get there.
Yep. So I'll give you a nice dice roll for that one.
Thanks.
Nice and big, so you can see it. So that is.
He kept the camera slightly offline for the dice bag.
Here you go.
Oh, you're nice and safe, but it's only 17.
And I do 9 points of damage. As you're poked with a pike. And at the far end, it looks like Rogan is battling a horde of gnolls on a grassy knoll.
The mule, you mean?
Yeah.
Back and to the left.
Is there an apparent other door at the other end of this or anything like that?
Not that you can see. You might have to enter the room and investigate.
Yeah, no, they're kind. So does Plumman step back out of range?
What would Plumman like to do now that he's been struck?
Or does he run forward and attack?
No, God, no. Plumman will withdraw with you.
Mm-hmm. Dimitri will say that, thank you, but it was under control. There was no need for anyone to be hurt.
That's okay. That's not really hurt.
You never say that to me.
Well, that's because you're in front without necessarily trying to protect Dimitri. You see, I'm gonna go further with that one right now.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. So.
No one calls out medic
and
turns.
Activated?
So no one calls out medic and turns to Nasty.
You need help?
No.
No,
I
he's alright.
believe he specifically said that it wasn't really damaged.
Alright. Well, I'm here if you need me.
So yeah, okay. So, but only the first 2 statues activated at this stage.
Only the first 2 activated as you stepped into the room.
Okay. I'm going to take another look around the entranceway, etc., to see if I can find any apparent mechanism that would note them to our presence.
From what you could tell, it was proximity. They attacked the closest thing. So when Playman stepped in front of you, they changed their focus from you to Playman.
Okay. So in the fact that, they're not so much a trap, they are effectively like a somewhat sentient creature that that saw the approach rather than actually being activated by a mechanism of some sort. Okay. Well, it appears, unfortunately, we may have to disable these contraptions with force.
I pull out my 2 rapiers and run in.
We can do this.
So you go rushing in with your rapiers?
Yep.
Okay, so I will be calling out initiative at this point. As I write down initiative and seeing how long Nasty lasts. 'Cause he gets to go
22.
first.
22 for me as well. I don't know what I'm going to do, but
13 for Plumman.
So let's see. So we had 22 for Chum and for Nasty. How much did Playman get?
13.
13. Dimitri?
12.
Little Miss?
I got 16 again. Apparently, initiative rolls are the only things I'm doing right.
Hey, at least you're going well somewhere. How about Bradshaw?
Hey, come in last at 11.
Okay.
And right up.
So Dimitri's slow on the uptake, slow on the step off after saying, yes, it appears we'll have to eliminate these or disable these with force, as he was preparing to do ranged attacks.
And Nasty rushes by you. I'll let Nasty go first because he did manage to get equal high. So Nasty rushes past Chum.
Is there anything to attack?
Yes, there are these 2 big statues with one with a spear and one with a pike.
I would like to attack the one with the pike. Because
Okay.
I don't think he's going to pike out.
hilarious.
Yeah.
Okay, you rush
Terrible,
up.
right?
Give me an attack roll as you rush up.
You better roll a 1 on the attack roll for that joke.
Does 5th Ed have any reach type things or anything like that? Like, do they get an attack at him when he can range?
No, 5th Ed has it that when you leave a threatened area, not the threatened space, is when the provoking happens.
Fair enough.
22.
They've limited it. You hit.
Right. Where's the D8? 5.
Okay,
And
you
then the
do.
second attack
Yep.
is 16.
Okay, your second attack at a 16 is enough to hit.
And that does 11 points of damage.
So you do 11 points of damage.
Yep. I then want to try and appear as tall as I can.
Okay. So that one seems to shut down. Your tall presence seems to knock it out of the race.
Excellent.
So you are as tall as you need to be.
I'm so glad.
Okay. Oh, that's better. I can now actually have my book open while I do stuff. Okay, so next up is Chum.
I don't know what to do.
Run.
Well, you've just seen Nasty run in and beat up a statue. He dual rapied it.
I'll just watch.
And win.
And it seemed to bow to him. He must have won.
I'll just watch. It's alright.
The one on the other side of the room swings at Nasty. Apparently hitting the little owlbear helps. So he gets an armor class of 9.
No, it does not hit.
Does not hit. Next person up is Raya.
So there's still one standing. I would like to use.
Well, there is actually still 7 standing, but there's only 2 in the front.
Yeah, there's only 2 actually attacking at the present time because there's only 2
that we can see. The rest haven't activated.
Not as far as you can tell. They haven't moved from their location.
We don't know if this is the case for all of those statues, just these ones at proximity.
Mm-hmm.
So, within that mindset, I'm just going to use Chill Touch out of range of their proximity.
Mm-hmm.
That's page 2. Yep, okay. Chill Touch, so it's a range spell attack. That's a 14.
You hit?
Okay. And that does 2d8. Is it that one? That's... Is it plus? No, it's just 2. Okay. So that does 12 damage?
12 of what type damage?
No, 10 damage. Of necrotic.
Okay. This type's always important when you deal with magic. Okay, so after Rhea throws some magic in there, it's up to Little Miss.
I am going to cast Cantrip,
Mm-hmm.
Spectral Scythe, and turn my quarterstaff into a scythe that does necrotic damage on top of its regular damage.
It looks awesome as it powers up with this nice little hum. I can even give it a dramatic note if you like. That was Little Miss powering up her staff.
Sorry, what happened?
We all died.
Did I seriously die?
No.
No.
That's not good. I'm guessing it's yours.
I'm sure it will happen soon.
I'll be telling you about it if you did, don't worry.
And I will try not to put myself directly in harm's way.
So you move in?
No, I'm just.
Okay, you stay on the outside.
I'll creep forward a little bit, but yeah, mainly I don't want to be attacked, so I'm trying to stay away from the statues for now.
All good. And that brings us to Playman.
Well, isn't it handy that I have this hammer that I can throw?
You do.
Ah, what a good idea.
And even better, there's a halfling between you and the statue.
There is.
I, of course, have no idea what you're talking about. I can't see that. So short. I have one single word for you, folks.
Yep.
Natural
one?
Yeet. No, it was yeet.
Okay.
How does wait, throwing weapon is that's still strength, isn't it?
Yep.
It's still strength, yeah.
Goody gumdrops. Had gumdrops? Cool. How does 19 sound?
19 sounds like a nice roll. And is a hit with a solid thumb.
Did you hit the halfling?
What is the thrown damage for Whelm? Do you know? Is it the same as its regular damage?
Let's see.
It's 2d8 plus 1.
Yep.
It definitely won't be
Sorry,
plus
it's
1.
technically one-handed. Oh, sorry. It's
Strength is significantly.
No, but it's 2d8 plus 1 for the weapon itself.
Yep.
She's saying.
yeah.
Whatever
And
else you do
your
to it.
strength modifier and whatever.
When thrown, if is it enhanced now? It gets a plus d8 for extra damage. If it's thrown.
It's not, he hasn't enhanced it yet.
So that makes
But,
sense.
okay, but it's not enhanced for plumber, I don't think.
Nah, okay, well he does get that then. Nah. Just 2d8.
So Martin,
So it's
2d8 plus
2d8 plus 1 plus your strength bonus.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
19 damage.
19 damage. You hit it and it seems to bow.
That's a good thing I got multiple attacks, my friends. Why? Just because. Another 19.
But are you attacking the same one, or are you attacking something different?
Yeah, sorry, I thought there was only 2.
Well, there's 2 that are now bowed, but there's another 6 down the corridor.
There are.
Oh
that
shit,
haven't
yeah, no,
moved
let's
yet.
throw
They
some
haven't
more at
moved
those
yet.
moves. Yeah, let's throw some more at the ones that haven't moved. Why not? Wait.
So you can
Unless
throw 20
one of them
feet?
has a bow.
Can you throw 20 feet?
I would think so.
It may be a disadvantage.
I thought it was something like 2060 or something.
I think
It might count as long range potentially, but I would think it's still within range.
which would move it to
Let me double
disadvantage.
check.
What I can tell you is that the thrown range for a throwing hammer
It's 20.
is actually 60.
20.
That is a hammer.
So, the 20/60 means at 20 feet you attack normally. Between 20 and 60 you attack with disadvantage. So roll twice and take the worst of the two.
But it's okay, because whatever happens, the halfling within 20 feet.
Well, it's funny you say that.
Natural one.
Sweet.
Seriously?
Oh,
Sorry,
Cat. The cat's not
Martin,
so
for this one,
Yeah.
I'm gonna leave it to you.
Okay. You make it. You line it up perfectly. You aim it. You toss it. You feel the hammer slightly change your aim based on something Bradshaw said behind you, and it smacks right in the back of the halfling. Roll damage.
Roll double damage.
Well, if that's the case, 15 damage.
Just worth a try.
So, Nasty gets a 15-point hammer in the back.
Oh my god. Yeah, right.
And you hear something whisper to you in your ear as it hits you, saying, "It's hammer time."
And I'll be back.
Martin, that hurt so much more.
I know. That's why I said
That's
it.
so good. Oh, so good.
And there's a victory sound as it lands in Playman's hand.
Got him!
Okay, so after that little victory, it is Dimitri's turn.
I've placing a bolt in my crossbow.
Yep.
And Well, assuming that it's potentially a bit crowded at the corridor at the moment, he'll just step into the corridor and step off to the side into a corner.
Yep.
On the side of the possibly the statue with the spear that they're both apparently deactivated.
And the next two both have long swords.
Okay. Do any of them actually have missile weapons down the line?
You give me a perception roll if you want to spend your turn checking.
Yeah.
You can
So I'm not going to
so.
shoot at this stage, so I'm happy to look carefully. 18.
Okay, so the next two have long swords. The next two have one has a great axe and one has a great club. And the next two have oil flasks.
So I'll make the suggestion that we might try and shoot the oil flasks out before they get thrown in our direction. But he's not actually trying to shoot this round.
Okay. Okay, so it is now Bradshaw's go.
Bradshaw's is because I'm laughing so much still from the halfling get hit. I don't know what I'll do. Yeah, it's undecided here at the moment. I would like to engage the nearest long sword guy.
Yep. You engage.
You go past the two deactivated ones and moving through them.
Yep. Would I be within 5 feet of Nasty at the moment?
Sure.
Cool.
We're going to go past him.
Yeah, no, cool. I just got a special thing that gives him a bit of help if he gets attacked.
So as you go past him and enter the range of the two sword wielders, they both attack you.
Cool, that's fair enough.
Apparently one gets a whole armor class of 6.
Yeah.
And the other one gets an armor class of 16.
Miss. I've got AC 19, so...
So one of them misses you completely and one of them tinks off your armor.
Amateurs. And I... Bam! Right back my head in one of them. So
You hit them with your head.
My hammer.
Oh,
you know.
sorry.
No, I thought he said, right in the back of my head.
That's what I thought too.
Oh, you guys. 17.
17. Okay, with a 17.
Yep, you hit your head.
You actually managed to hit.
Cool. Okay. 6 plus 7. 13. First one.
13 for the first one, and it's still going.
Okay, and I'll roll again. Natural 20.
Natural 20. You hit it, and it goes down.
Yeah, no point rolling. And then I look at the other one with a sword, and I just go, ha!
So he bounced. So one of them is bowed towards you. The other one, it remains unbowed.
Yeah, that's cool.
Nasty, you're up. You've got a saw back.
So, I'm aware of who did it, right?
Yep. You know the hammer did it, because the hammer's always had it in for halflings.
And he told you. It was hammer time.
Can I just make eye contact and just say, are you fucking kidding?
Actually, you can't. The hammer doesn't have any eyes.
No, with David.
Come on, man. It was not me. It was stupid
And then
hammer.
I will run forth to the next one and attack.
Okay, you rush in and attack.
So, the first one is 24.
Here's your hit.
That's 7 damage.
Yep.
The next one is a 17,
That is a hit as well.
which is 6 damage.
And apparently you didn't make it bow this time.
Fair enough.
And it retaliates.
Yay.
Getting an armor class 16.
I am a 16, so yeah.
Do you provide any bonus with that mark? I take that as a no.
Mark, you might be on mute.
Yeah, I'm on mute. Sorry, guys. Yes, he gets to go disadvantage against our halfling guy.
Okay, so there is an advantage there. So apparently I rolled low the first time.
Oh, I think he gets hit. Whatever.
So, and you take 5 points of slashing damage.
Yay.
My shield tempted, then it kind of pulled back.
Raya is now up.
Alright.
Oh, sorry, Chum is now up. I missed Chum again. Would Chum like to do something?
Am I in range of hitting something?
You can rush in and hit something.
You can easily move in and attack something.
Alright, I'll do that. Are these going down easy?
They are going down
Not too hard
fairly
at
easy.
all.
You can rush in, hit one, and then continue rushing and hit another.
Alright, well I'll use Reckless Attacker.
Okay. It's always good to have advantage.
Yes. So I got a 18 to hit.
That's a hit.
I need to head it off very shortly.
And it goes down.
Yep.
Okay.
Yep.
Keep moving and hit another one.
Do you want to go for the one with the great club or the great axe?
The Great Axe.
Okay.
And I got a 21.
That's a hit.
And for damage... 22.
Okay, 22. So as you move in, they both attack you at the same time. Because they had held actions.
Okay.
And they attack you so successfully, nothing happens. So, and then one of them bows as you take it out.
Oh, there you go. Thank you.
Dimitri, you can free
By 1
action
point.
to remind him, hey, watch out for the oil.
And then it is Raya's go. You want to
How,
pew pew?
yeah, but how far away is the oil flasks?
Well, they're probably about 40 feet away, I would think, from the entrance.
From the entryway, they are
Well, shield touch is 120.
within range.
Alright.
You're
There's
shooting the
mule at the
statue
other
with
end was only 50
the.
feet away,
I'm
so...
trying to aim for the flask in particular.
Mm-hmm.
That's a 15.
Okay, you hit the flask, it shatters. Oil liquid just drops down the front of the statue.
Okay. Nothing else?
Statue didn't look like it moved.
Okay. I'll just point out that one of the flasks shattered and nothing else much happened.
Little miss. You rush in with your scythe staff.
Yeah, because I'm kind of useless at anything ranged at the moment. So I think.
You can reach the one with the great axe.
Sure. Let's give it a go.
Okay.
It'll probably end terrible for me, but let's see what I do.
You reach it.
Oh, yep, that went terribly for me. Like, as terribly as it could.
A natural one? Was that a natural one?
Yeah.
What would you like to, if it was a natural one, what would you like to do with it?
Oh, it was definitely a natural one.
So
A halfling's fair game.
there are 3 targets in range of your scythe.
Oh,
Would you like to get all 3?
Come on, it'll be funny. Just do it.
Reap the halfling.
Yeah, come on. Comedy. I'll take it.
How tall is the halfling?
Roll damage, and we'll see what happens.
Because my theory is, if these statues are going to be taller than me, which they will,
Yep.
and the halfling is much shorter than me, which he is,
But the
I'm
halfling
more
was
likely to
standing
hit
tall.
the big warrior people.
The halfling was standing tall, though. That's why the statue bowed.
and I'm shorter than I'm at the same height as the halfling, so I'm out.
So who's the third one?
That would be
Um,
Chum.
With Chum, unfortunately.
Chum. So Sorry, Chum, but I probably would end up hitting you. Purely on a height thing, because I'm only 4'8", but that's still a fair bit taller than halfling. So, rolling damage. Sorry, I'm just getting the appropriate dice out.
It's okay.
All good. It's nice getting extra dice out.
I don't think so.
Well, I bet Chum doesn't think so right now as well.
The amusing thing, of course, is the fact that because the party's all rushed in, they've done actually much more damage to themselves than the statues ever did.
No, to me, you mean?
No, to the party. The party's done more damage to itself.
But yeah.
So, that was 4 bludgeoning and 11 necrotic.
Yep. So,
and obviously, it's all because you didn't listen to Dimitri and go for ranged attacks.
As you go up, you do this mighty swing around and then find your scythe embed into Chum, who just happened to be standing where you weren't expecting, and then you see some hair wafting from where it clipped the top of Nasty's head, taking off a chunk of hair. And Bradshaw is sort of leaning backwards with a bit of his beard missing.
And there'd be some little tendrils of black necrotic type thing around the wound.
Yep. And so Chum gets the damage. So I think that was 11 necrotic and 4 bludgeoning.
Okay.
Yep.
Were you raging? You were raging, weren't you?
No, I wasn't.
That's a shame.
Benny! Oh.
No, he was attacking recklessly, but not raging.
Okay. So, Playman is up. What would Playman like to do? Toss the hammer again?
Yeah, absolutely. It is in fact hammer time.
Okay.
Stand
If
by.
you roll one, it's mine. The one.
What do you mean, if?
It's when.
Or more importantly,
A lot of ones tonight.
if you roll a 20, it's still you. Who gets claimable to one?
That's actually worse. So let's go with a 25 to hit.
Okay, you hit solidly and knock the last statue down.
Fantastic.
And you notice the remaining 2 haven't actually moved.
Oh, really?
But no one's gone within range of them yet either, have they?
If they were going to use ranged weapons, you're already in range.
Oh yeah, okay. They haven't got within range according to the based upon the other ones. So.
They're not holding melee weapons.
No.
Oh god, they're magicians.
No, they're holding the flask of oil.
Yeah.
Maybe
Maybe they could teach you some spells, Martin.
It's wizard time.
Oh, folks, I need to head off. I do apologise.
Oh yeah.
I will see you in 2 short weeks.
Okay. Is it worth continuing at this point?
We could finish off here and let everyone meditate on the nice throw of our mighty whelm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So is combat have we dropped out of initiative then?
You did drop out of initiative.
Cool.
Although there's technically still 2 statues that may well do something if people get closer. But I'm happy to leave that till next week, or the week after, I should say.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Well,
we'll
in
investigate
that case-
next week. So good night, David. Thanks for joining us.
Yep.
Mark also dropped out of the call.
Yep.
His
All right.
internet stopped.
I'll I'll be off too. Thank you very much.
Thanks, Martin.
Stay safe, everybody.
Indeed. Good talk to you all.
Have a good fortnight.
Catch you next time.
Have a great week.
See you later.
Yep.
Waving in front of camera when I remember which way camera is.
So, okay then. Good night all.
And I'm sure you will finish this one next session. Maybe.
Nah. We haven't explored all the top floor, all the previous floor yet.
I know. You've got to finish the basement and then the main floor.
Exactly.
How bad can it be? It's not like it's the palace under the Etrurian.
No, that's right.
Okay, so have a good night, guys, and
Yep.
I will put this up after this.
Cool. Okay then. Thank you very much.
Very much.
Thanks, man.
Okay.
Have a good night all.
See
Catch you
ya.
next week or the week after.
Bye.
Yeah.